All good.
We're up?
Yep.
All right, good morning. Tuesday morning. 5-show week, I think. Right? Is that what we said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. That's wonderful news. We are, in fact, live. The boys are here, Mike and Justin and Dave and
Bish.
Bish, how are you?
Fantastic.
Yeah? What's your story?
Big Minifan from Saco.
You're from Saco.
Yeah. Well, actually, I grew up in Old Orchard. I live in Saco now.
Talking to Mike, Bish.
Yep.
Thank you, buddy. I know it's not your fault. Producers should be telling you that.
Oh, they did.
Okay, don't worry about that.
But yeah, been a big fan of yours ever since the EEI days.
Oh, great.
And never miss a podcast or
Appreciate it.
anything else that you do. So
Well, thanks, buddy. I
I
appreciate
thought
that.
this would be a great opportunity to meet you and get in here and see you guys.
And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
There really is no other podcast that's like, why are you on the podcast? I just wanted to meet you.
Hey, look. He seems like a nice guy. How old are you, Bish?
I am 53.
Okay, good. All right, finally. Good. Okay, you look older and you are old. Okay, good. I feel better about that. Good.
Yeah.
Well, good. 53 years old. Any children?
Yes. I have a daughter that's 15.
Oh, good.
She's in high school. Mm-hmm. And I have a stepson that's 26.
Oh, good. All right, good. Good for you. I was thinking last night watching Surviving is the guys like Fax who's here this week and all the other ones who say, Kirk Minihane just doesn't get mad anymore. And I think, you know what? You are right.
He's soft.
I'm so soft that, the guy who got the show fucking kicked off YouTube last year was at it again last night. I assume we have to start there, right? I don't even know what there is to really say about it. I'm going to be very careful not to spoil it, of course. I would say the game doesn't go through me anymore necessarily at this point, but never give up on the kid, I will say. He's a fighter. So, I think a lot was lost in the edit. That's not complaining. I mean, it's, 1 second, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Mike Banansky's texting me with his live pick.
Oh, good.
10:01, but that's okay. I'm looking at the dots. The pick, Mutt, this is like endless typing. Just pick.
You think he's erasing
He's
names?
still texting. Make the pick. Mutt, first off, what the fuck, Rico? This was tough, he said. Ended up with a gentleman with local ties.
Oh. Dale Arnold.
Not 90 yet. It's still fucking bubbling.
Jesus.
He's probably waiting for
Promise I
somebody
can't
to die.
call him and say make the pick. Yeah.
You think he's like typing and erasing? Like he's thinking about what he's saying?
Like you, he said, he has run the Boston Marathon. Like me, meaning Mutt, he's been mocked for a public image of himself. The pick? Anybody have a guess? Justin?
No.
Good. I appreciate you playing along.
I don't know.
Dave?
Public image mocked.
For a public image.
I've got this, by the way. This is a wheelhouse one
Really?
for me. Yeah. This is like a wheelhouse.
Local? Is it local?
He said there's local ties.
And those are good hints? Those should
He
give it
also
away?
ties into somebody involved the worst day in marathon history. In a way.
Joe Karzarniev.
Not 90 yet.
But does the death, that doesn't count though? Being on death row?
I know. I don't think that. I think you pick a guy at death row.
Okay.
Although he's going to be in there. He's going to live at 104.
Yeah.
I mean, the pick's so far.
The guy who ran it.
Can we get picks, guys? Let's go.
Gammons?
I forget his name.
Peter Gammons. That's your pick. Okay.
Yeah.
Not in his 90s yet. I don't think. Dave.
Who's that dude who with the wheelchair? Didn't one of them?
They're both dead.
Shit.
That is sad. There, you're right.
Joe Andrews's dad?
It is not Joe Andrews's. How has he been mocked for public image of himself?
He's Joe Andrews's dad.
Think of all the hints. I mean, you're not going to get it, but that's not correct.
Is it a name I know?
Mike, go ahead. How would I know that? Mike, go ahead.
Rob Bradford.
Rob Bradford. Okay, so we have Peter Gammons, Rob Bradford, Joe Andrews' dad, and the guy who's already dead.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Former Massachusetts governor, 1988 presidential candidate Mike Dukakis.
Oh, wow.
What was that?
Oh, wow.
I don't think of him as a guy that ran the marathon.
Well, he's just giving you a hint.
Oh, man. Still taking the T to work every day, isn't
And I
he?
believe he testified for one of the college friends of Tsarnaev who hid the stuff. Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
In the dorm room or
Yeah,
something? Like he hid
you wanna look that
information?
up?
Oh, God.
So we're okay if he dies then.
Good for
Governor
Mike.
Mike Dukakis.
He's over 90 now.
Let's check. Mike. Well, he actually has the same name as Mike. I didn't even think of that.
Yes, he
1933. He is 92 in November. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He what? Justin, I'm sorry.
he testified upon one of
Just tweet out Mutt's pick is Mike Dukakis. Nothing else. Just keep it simple. I don't deal with our crap. What's that? Well, Justin, go ahead. He testified.
He testified for one of the friends that he spoke to 5 days after the deadly bombing, Robel Philippos.
He lied to investigators. Dukakis knew him his whole life, basically.
Yeah, he was a family friend.
Yeah.
So he testified for him, right? Yeah. Yes. That was like 17 or 18. No, when was that? 15? He testified
14.
14.
He testified in 14.
16.
Okay, yeah, I still remember. Okay, I remember EI Studio doing that story. So there you go. Michael Dukakis, former governor of the state, mocked like Mutt for wearing that, being on that goddamn fucking thing with the helmet on when he was in the.
What was is it just that it looked silly?
He looked like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, he just looked like a wimp. And it was also just seemed forced. Like I'm gonna try and be a man.
Right.
One of those things.
It's amazing how that derails you. Like Howard Dean. You know?
Yeah. Yes, it is strange, but yeah. So there you go. The pick is in. Mike Dukakis.
That's a big name. That's a good pick.
Maybe the Duke will finally get a win.
Yep.
Didn't win in '88.
This one's from Mutt.
Maybe all these years later. Maybe Mutt has some inside information too.
You think?
I don't know. That's a random pick.
It is very random.
I'm stunned Mutt knows who that is.
Right.
Stunned.
That's not a Mutt pick.
That feels like maybe mom or dad gave him that one. I don't know.
Or I bet all the chats that he's in are buzzing with names.
That's
for
true.
him.
Go ahead, Dave.
I mean, he's not talented.
No, he's not. He's not. So, so we get to this is surviving. So we get to I think we all have an idea at this point that it's going to be, we're going to break off into individual, heading into this. So we are told to change. We're asked to bring suits and the women to bring dresses before the thing starts. And I have no idea what that's for. I don't know if it's for the reunion. I don't know if we're taping it then. I don't know if there's going to be a dinner thing. Didn't know if it was going to be some, game or something, challenge. So we're changing. We walk in there, and once Jeff says that this is, what it is, I'm like, this fucking game isn't. There's no fucking rules anymore.
Pink wedding.
This is just madness. The pink wedding. Before that, and I don't know if it was captured or not. I watched last night. I was jumping in and jumping out. But Dave came up to me and he was like, "Just so you know, like you're the target. Like I'm gonna try and get you out of this game."
He's been, I don't know if you'd say good about, but he's told everyone
absolutely
who he's voting for.
Yeah. Which is a good, in a way, a good strategy. He's like, "You're just a threat. Like you're just dangerous and you're playing hard." So he's like, "I'm gonna try and get you out of the game."
Yeah.
And so I said, "Well, okay, now I'm, in some trouble." But I thought, well, I got my crew with me and we'll see how it goes. But once the pink wedding started, it was chaos and people just fucking lost their minds.
Well, now let me ask you this then.
Mm-hmm.
If you knew you were a target, why show Rhea the Idol? Because I thought that was like...
Because I knew I was dead. I had to show some faith to them.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought it was like get everyone basically, so you knew she would gossip about it and then maybe they wouldn't vote for it.
No, I mean, that was that did cross my mind, but it was more show some faith because I knew my group at that point was shattered. They were all over the place. Try and buy some faith. Get through that vote. And then if I can get through the pink wedding, which I still might, at that point, try and find the numbers and take Rhea and Dave out.
Okay.
Just get there. Just lie to them. Be like, I'll do it. I'm with you guys all the way. And then see if I can assemble after the fucking Saving Private Ryan battle scene.
Right.
See if I can get 4 or 5 people and try and put something together. The thing that hurt us, and this is why, is we kept winning these challenges.
Right.
Like we couldn't trim any fat. So we're in that position last night. And look, one of us may wind up winning. I'm not saying I didn't win. I'm not saying I was not going to be eliminated. I'm not going to win, whatever. But it was chaos. And obviously, I mean, the big takeaway is, of course, Rico.
painful.
But I mean, like, it's like, I think people want me to be angrier at Rico than I am.
You seem to what?
Now?
Rico's been on the show.
Yes.
He talked about Saved by the Bell. Like,
But even then, he answered hesitantly.
That was the longest bleep in television history last night.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, subsequently. Like, I don't. Rico is an abused child.
Sure.
Dave and Dan have essentially taken turns emotionally raping Rico for the last 10. Like, Rico is not a man. So, like, it'd be getting mad at a newborn baby. I don't have any respect for him. I think he's a loser. I think he's a pussy. And I'll say whatever dirty shit, because this is a guy who, keep in mind, like, went after a coworker's wife at the company. So, like, to me, everything's fair game with Terrence Mayrose, 126 Main Street, Staten Island, apartment 3, third floor, take a left, and the kids' room's on the right.
That's trigger.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
That is, you forget that about Rico. I literally didn't.
128 Main Street, sir.
I didn't tag him in my tweet last night because I was like, maybe if I do that, he comes after my family or something. So I was like, I'll just let this sit. Maybe he sees it, maybe he doesn't.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but to you, he might.
Yeah.
To me, he won't, because he would maybe think of you as punching them.
Oh, no, I agree with that. That's literally, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if you're Cons, or if you're, who's the guy through the Big T?
Big T.
If you're Big T, or if you're Jeff Nadeau, but if you're Kirk Minihane. Now, listen, like, he made a big play, I guess, in a way at me last night. But it's like, I have bigger issues than Rico, and those will come to light or they won't come to light if I win this game or if I don't win this game. But like, I just don't respect him. I just don't think he's a man. That's all. When I see him next week, I'm going to spit in his face. I will spit in his face.
I need a minute.
Yeah, well, I understand.
People thought you'd be madder at him, you said?
I mean, it's like, I think I saw some people like, geez, he's been on the show. Like, there's been, I've been directed a lot more animus towards somebody else in the game and not at Rico.
Right.
So I don't, I was stunned in the moment for two reasons. One, I was just like, I can't believe I fucking trusted this Nimrod. And to some extent, that's my fault. That's 1,000% on me. Number two, I was just like, and maybe Rico wins, but at the time I was like, boy, this is a dumb game move right here.
I didn't understand.
Just like a dumb, but he's and it comes back to what I've been saying from the start, and this is not a complaint. I went in with my eyes open knowing that this was an obstacle to trying to overcome if I was going to win this game. But the game is so skewed for Dave that when it gets to that point, and that's on Clemmer and Francis and those guys at that point. But the problem is I'm asking Francis and Mincy and fucking Clemmer to kill Dave. Last year, Jerry killed Dave early.
Yes.
And Dave was not with an alpha this year, leading up to that. Leading up to this, like, he wasn't with me. He wasn't with Jerry. I'm trying to think of anybody else who would kill him.
I don't get this idea. Jerry still has a job, right? Like, I don't get this idea of, like,
Dave's not gonna
we
do
can't
anything.
vote for Dave.
Dave's not going to
He's
do
our
anything.
boss.
But these are children. Rico's a child. Moobs is a child. Like, this is like you're dealing with people who were essentially, like, 100 years ago. If Rico and Moobs were in a relationship, their parents would say, you can't fuck because you're both retarded. And you would have, like, retarded, like, you know what I mean? It'd be one of those things where they would have to separate them. They would have to mutilate her privates and cut his dick off because they're retarded.
Potentially.
What's that?
Potentially.
Yeah. And Rico does his fake. He's pretending to blink, and he's pretending to do this. He's pretending to do that. It's exhausting. He's a bad human being. But, like, it's like he's a bad human being because he's been assaulted. Like, he's a victim of assault for years and years by a couple of Bay Staters, but, like, that's it's just what it is, and then there's something to that. So we'll see. I mean, look, am I angry? No, of course I'm not. I don't get angry anymore.
That's good. You've softened.
Yeah, I don't get mad anymore.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
That was clear. That was clear.
Thank you, Bish. Life is too short to get mad at stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I will also say this. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Bish. I've seen some people say, geez, this is going to be tough if you get eliminated, if you don't win the $250,000. Let me make this very clear. I would be very happy to win the money. I would rather win and get nothing than finish second and get $250,000. I would pay $250,000 to
Sure.
Like, when you're playing that game, maybe Rico, maybe Jerry play it differently. The money, when you're in that arena in the middle of that thing, never crosses your fucking mind. Not for a fucking second.
Yeah, it seems like when you're watching it, sometimes you're like, why are these guys taking it this seriously? Because you forget you guys are trapped in there for a week.
But it's also lunatics. Like I'm nuts. Like I'm competitively insane.
Right,
like
when you and Whitney and these guys are going like, we'll never speak again. Right. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was as mad as I've ever been in my life.
Boy, this is going to be permanent stuff.
Who did I say that to?
Dan.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, who knows? But, yeah, I was very, I was stunned at that point. And it was hilarious because I FaceTimed Kate that morning. That was the morning I got the Idol. And I was showing her, I was like, and she's like, how much, if you win? I was like, Kate, I'll give you $25,000. And an hour and a half later, I'm sitting there like fucking waving this thing in the air, like, yeah, take it, I gotta use. But it was a great, like the people who participated in the pig wedding, a bunch of us were texting each other last night. It was a great thing to be a part of because it was so, I think the tension came across in the episode.
Yeah.
It was, talk about it now, I'm tingling. It was fucking wild. Why? It was great. Great move by them. Great.
And they did a good job of editing because the whole time you guys are voting, they have you guys talking over the voting, which they don't do in any other episode.
Yeah.
But it was like actually like well edited where it built the tension.
Yeah. And you're just talking in public. Like you have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Things done. Go talk. And everyone's talking and And the thing I keep forgetting is like I'm dealing with some stupid people. Like Rico's just dumb, so he's running around and the Taylor stuff and the Dan stuff and the Keeg stuff and the Rhea stuff, and it's just endless.
I have a few things I want clarified if you don't mind.
Sure.
Just as a viewer.
Keep in mind though, yes, I'll answer anything, but keep in mind, and they do a great job. They have to edit the show, of course, but you're seeing 0.1% of what's going on.
I think that's a lot of that could answer a lot of my questions.
Yeah.
Because main question.
Go ahead.
I think Rhea is clearly the one orchestrating the whole, hey, Dan, they want to vote for you thing, right? It seems like they blame Keegs for ratting.
Well, I think
Rhea didn't tell them.
Well, I don't know why Keegs is sending that to Rhea if they're on different teams at that point. But, yes. But what frustrated me was Dan, and I don't think, did the edit pick up Dan coming up to me and saying that he was mad at me or no? I didn't watch the episode, that part.
In some respect, yeah.
Yes.
So, what's that?
A little bit.
Yeah, so he came up to me, he's like, just so you know, he's like, I know you're trying to fuck me over. He's like,
Yeah.
I thought we were like really, really good friends. Like, this is fucking bullshit. And I was like, fuck you. Like, this is not what happened.
Was this before the first vote?
Yes. Before the
Taylor vote.
Before the Luan vote?
Yes.
Yeah. It was before I think we even started the pink wedding. I think we were like assembling.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I was pissed at him right there, and I was like, I was in the fuck you mode with him. And then that built into it. The only person in the entire thing I was never mad at first, well, other than the people like Will and those guys, I was never mad at Dave because he was trying to play his game and I was trying to play mine. But yeah, so yeah, I think for sure Rhea was pulling the strings on that.
But did Keegs, so Keegs is obviously friends with Rhea, so they have some relationship behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like Keegs told her, no, we're trying to get Taylor. We're saying it's Dan. And Rhea presented it to them as they're trying to get Dan, essentially to get you out. Like it seems like Rhea was orchestrating all that.
Probably, yeah. It's a good play. I mean, if I wind up getting out, it's a good play. Even if I don't, it's a good play. But yeah, yes, yeah. And then, and Dan's playing the game super hard, but it's kind of like he did this with Will. If you go back to the first episode, he's like, if I'll take this on a personal level if you vote me out. If you go back and watch first episode, he said that. So it's kind of like if you're going to play that game, okay, well then I'm going to play that game too.
Dan seems the only screen time Dan has. He seems suicidal.
Yeah,
he seems. Like,
So sad.
these are my friends,
So
and I don't know
sad.
what to do. And,
well, but at the same time, he's like playing really hard.
oh, definitely.
So it's like, which is it? Like pick a lane. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to do that, then don't play hard.
Yeah, this was a funnier, a lighter moment, but he keeps saying every vote, he's like, what you got to do is split the vote. It seems like someone taught him that strategy.
right.
And he says it every time now. He's like, you got to split the vote.
Right. So it ends on that Rico twist, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That was just the first time this season I've yelled at my television. Yeah. I was like, what are you doing, Rico?
I remember sitting there, and obviously I was getting in his head in between, and I was just like, I'm like, why? Like, forgetting that it was like me, like I got fucked over, just like on a game level. Like, what the fuck? I mean, we'll see tonight. Obviously, people are gonna want. I'll say this: the next 2 episodes are, in their own way, just as wild.
Okay,
just as wild. So, tune in. I mean, I don't know. Even anyone any questions, thoughts from it?
No, I think you answered it. I couldn't figure out the Keegs Rhea angle. Like, was Keegs trying to fuck you over, or was Rhea? Just
I don't think she was. I actually
well?
don't think she was.
Yeah.
I actually don't think she was. But she shouldn't have been communicating it.
Right.
You know, you got to button that up. Like I didn't understand.
And also, like, I think they just need to get rid of all cell phones.
I totally agree with
for
that.
everything.
Yep.
Like, you're playing for $250,000. You can,
I agree.
text people some other time.
If you want to do, I mean, look, I get Dave, and we all have important things.
You could have like Austin like be there.
And you can also have an hour or two when we're just not playing the game. Like you can't, if Dave has work things he has to do. I mean, he runs a company. Like he's, you have to do work things.
Well, then don't play the game.
No, but I would say while you're doing it, yeah, that's fair. But the game is inherently rigged. I mean, it just is. Like, and that's fine. Like he's the biggest guy at the company. He moves the needle. He gets people to watch. That's part of the deal. But he picks the players and he signs their checks. That is a rigged game.
I blame every player for that more than Dave.
Well, I mean, sure, but I would say at this point, what was I supposed to do? I haven't been on a team with him yet.
Oh, right. No, it's crazy. And even Dave will kind of make it seem like maybe he'll fire you or something, but he won't. Like,
no, there's no chance.
And I've fallen victim of that too. Like, I thought he would fire me, and evidently he wouldn't have. But like, those people have to know, like, Rico knows he's not going to get fired if he beats him at Surviving.
But he wants him to like him. That's the thing that's the part you're missing. It's that he wants a belly rub.
Right.
That's what Rico wants. So it's, but Rico's, like I said, is not a man. Like I have to think it was medicine or somebody else impregnated his wife to have kids because I can't imagine he's able to do it. He's not a man.
Well, he got so triggered when you called him stupid.
Yeah, well, he is stupid, and all yeah. I mean, he's
dumb,
stupid.
like everyone says.
He's a very dumb guy. He's also a bad guy. So that's what happens. We'll see how it plays out.
You had an ultimate line last night where I'm going to tell your wife you're fucking someone at the company.
I may have heard that. Wow. Yeah, I'll say who it is right now. Meek Phil.
Really?
Yeah. They're very much in love.
I could see those two together. That actually seems kind of nice.
What's that?
You just call it up. Like Miss Mayro.
We had a good talk. Yeah, she likes Phil, so it wasn't a big deal. Well, no, obviously it's not true, but I was just throwing shit against the wall. But my thing was at that, I'm like, well, Rico went after somebody's wife on a burner account. No rules with Rico. He's a scumbag. So if he's going to be a scumbag, I'll be a scumbag too. So, yeah.
Was the consent, if you're not a Minifan, because I was trying to get in the mind of someone else watching this show, are people like, oh, well, that makes sense. Rico's loyal to Dave?
No, I think
because watching it, I was like humiliated.
I think Rico took a pretty good beating.
Okay, because I wasn't sure.
Yes.
But
I mean, there's some people who like Ryder and all that, which is funny.
Yeah.
But like guys like Hank. But I think overall it was more like, why?
I was like humiliated and like felt bad. I had a lot of emotions.
It was not. It was very emasculating.
Yeah,
like
it was
a man
tough.
should not do that. Like you want to, you've got your, but I didn't know when I was texting with Taylor and Will, and I was like, guys, 10 million% on me. I was like, I thought Rico would be loyal for a while. Like I thought maybe at the end, like push comes to shove. I didn't think when there were, I thought maybe when there were 5 people left or 4 people left, but I didn't think he was to pull that shit there. So that was on me because those guys, especially Taylor wanted Rico gone. And I was like, no. And early on, I wanted Kelly gone. He said no. So I think we both made, because Kelly was with Rhea. So I think we both made tactical errors. So, that's the game. So you have to kind of, because that's the other thing is when you're watching, people watching the game have seen Rico bouncing around with Dave and Dan the whole time. But when you're playing the game, you don't see that. I'm not in the room with those guys. So, yeah, tough.
But isn't Dan going to you like, hey, don't vote me out? I thought we were friends.
Yes.
Kind of like what you did to Rico?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and we'll see. I haven't yet, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating with Dan. I just think of all the lunches we had in Winchester over the years, and it's aggravating, but whatever. So more tonight, and then Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
tonight.
Jesus Christ.
It's amazing.
I've been dreading the pink wedding. I'm like, oh, I have to go back in time and do this.
Justin was very upset about that, by the way.
What's that?
He goes, actually a wedding.
Nobody got married. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Kind of a Pink Whitney sort of tie-in.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, they're pretty successful. I don't know. I mean, the one thing that universally I got to claim for was a Milton suit.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, nice.
C-store for men. I mean, I was very happy to have Milton's represented with millions of people are going to watch that and say, "Geez, this guy looks good." Miltons.com, Social Plaza Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, of course, the Burlington Mall. Get that suit and you get another one for free. That's what Miltons does for you. The Milton special. Go to Miltons.com, look around, get all your stuff for this cold, cold winter. We thank Miltons for outfitting me last night, and they'll be outfitting me again, I'm sure, in a couple of months in beautiful Laconia, New Hampshire. So we thank Miltons.
Not a bad game with the keys and the quarter and the coins and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, tension was just so high that like I
For
wasn't
that
even,
moment, it felt like the right game.
Yeah, I was fun. No, I thought it was a great. Like everyone's mad at everybody, everyone's crazy, but that's exactly what you want. There was a great reality television hour. There's no, it affected relationships forever. Like, that's what you want. Like that is, I mean, there's setting up for that. You have to do that.
How much does Jeff D. Lowe know on a given day? Like, so when he walks in and he's like,
he knows
Rico, you seem bummed. He knows everything that's going on.
Yeah, I think he's kind of walking around, kind of getting the temperature.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
But he's not like actively.
No,
there's no like live shit that he's watching. Like he can't listen into people's conversations.
No, but I think he's kind of getting a sense I mean, like you can kind of tell. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but like he's not like in the room with us while we're doing stuth.
Right. I didn't know to what degree he knew. Like, because he says like, Rico, you seem bummed, even though you won the Idol. I don't know how much he knows.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's with Rico, it's like he's got the sad face on,
Yeah, he did have the sad face.
which is his worst quality. I mean,
but I'm saying it seemed like that's all he could tell.
Yeah.
The way he presented it, but I don't know how much he actually knows.
Yeah, is Mike Dukakis dead?
Not at the moment.
Okay,
Not being reported yet, anyways.
Yeah.
that's true.
That takes a little while.
That's
So
true.
is there a room somewhere where Jeff could watch what's happening, like everything that's being filmed live?
No, that's probably all post-edit.
because it's 5
Give me
million.
screen 3.
Yeah.
Enhance.
There's 5 million rooms. People are no. I just think he kind of gets. There are always people filming, and they probably talk to somebody who gives Jeff an idea, I guess. But yeah,
It was funny when you were going back and forth with Big Cat. They were like putting a mic on you and Rico
yeah.
or something just to see like nonstop.
Oh yeah, all day. Yeah, it never stops. It never stops. Yeah, and I have no, like, I had to play that at that point. Like, I thought I was done.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm going home with that thing in my fucking pocket, and there's no way I'm giving it to somebody else. So
You each got 3 votes, right? Or did they stop counting?
I think so. Yeah, it was close,
he's got-
right? Yeah.
he's got
So
So it
I
might have
mean,
been at least a tie.
I thought I was out,
Yeah.
and I knew I was out going in before I did. Like Dave, if it meant Dave, it meant Rhea. If it meant Rhea, it meant like I knew I was dead. So I had to do something to try and stay alive, and I did.
Because you also didn't know who lost a vote.
Correct. That's the other thing. So keep an eye on that. That's the other part of that. So it's there's just a lot going on. So, but that's the thing is when you play the game hard, like I'd rather have gone out last night the way I play, like actually trying to win, than be somebody who just sits on their bed and then finishes 5th or something. Like that's just me.
But
Yeah, or Moobs or somebody. Maybe she wins. I don't know.
Damn.
But in
I was going to
fairness-
say Moobs might win just by people forgetting about it.
She might.
I was gonna
She
say,
very well might.
People forget to vote about it.
She
like
might.
Biz is just kind of quietly staying under
Yeah.
the radar for the most part, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he took that very serious. When Dave comes up to him and tries to, he's like, "I'd rather go down with the ship than do anything." It's like, yeah, is Whitney actually dead?
I'm like, I was like, you are playing a game. Like, don't you want to win? I don't. Yeah.
Are Biz and Will as gentlemanly as it comes? It seems like
They're great
completely
guys.
stayed out of it as chaos was happening
Well,
around.
I was surprised that Will was, because Will's a conniver. I mean, he won last year, and he'll be into it. I was surprised at how passive he was, but I think he was like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I think we're used to playing a game, having a challenge. If you win, great. And I kept winning. I think I've won before last night 7 of them and lost like 2 or something or 3. So I was just kind of used to winning and then sitting around. Just if you lose, okay, we kind of knew who was out. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, you lost. You have 15 minutes and it's totally public.
right.
And you're like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? But it was good. It was great. It was great. And the rest of this week is going to be unbelievable. Capped off by a wild finish, I will say that. So, yeah. I don't think we spoiled anything, did we?
No.
I don't think so. Good. Well, good job by us. What else is going on?
I saw your tweet. It looks like Ben Volin just made up that your retweet there this
I
morning.
don't know if he makes things up. I think he hears something.
Well, it's also a no-brainer.
Someone probably
that
DM'd him.
It's happening. Like, it didn't happen, but it is going to happen.
I actually don't know that. Well, the only thing I would say about Alex Van Pelt, I don't know anything about this one. I am a Patriots insider. I don't know this, but I could see them like saying if May likes him and May showed development, maybe you keep him.
Yeah,
maybe, but with Mike Vrabel likes
the
him.
two biggest coaching candidates are going to want to bring in their own guys.
Well, but what if Vrabel really likes him?
Yeah, I mean, he did do a
And
good
has
job
that same
developing.
thought of he's already worked with May. And
Right. Like you do want to have this thing where a good young quarterback has, this sort of happened to Bledsoe, where you have like 4 coordinators in 6 years or something. I mean, I know.
Yeah. It's unlikely, but I
agree. I think you're right. I think he thought
if you're going to guess, that's the guess Ben Volin
it's an
type would
educated
make.
guess,
Yeah.
but he tweeted out like, "Is there any ramifications for that at all? You're just making it up or whatever. You're wrong."
Big whoop.
I guess. I thought Kraft looked old yesterday and like slow. Like, where is Jonathan in these fucking things? Like, why isn't he at this press conference?
This whole situation is on me. I feel terrible for Gerard because I put him in an untenable situation.
How surprising Mutt was when he Googled and found he wasn't 90 years old. You surprised? Damn it. I mean, yeah, it's just, I mean, it was fine. Like, I'll give him this. Like, I think I saw your burner account do this, Dave, and I agree. Like, at least he does it. John Henry wouldn't do that.
Right.
No fucking chance. Like, imagine John Henry by himself taking questions and be like, yep, I fucked up. This one's on me.
Yep.
Like, he still does that, you know?
Yeah.
I think there's something to that. I think that's a good thing, Justin, though.
Absolutely.
And he's always sounded slow.
I know,
He's
but
always sounded odd.
He's shuffling around just a little
Yeah.
more. And he's still trying to dress like he's young. I don't like. I want him to dress like
Sneakers
an
with the
old
shoes.
guy now. Yeah,
Hanging out with Meek Mill and
and P Diddy.
Not anymore.
I'm sure he's been with P Diddy.
I'm sure. Has Diddy gone to
Recently?
one of those parties? What,
I mean,
with his
Kraft's
best
gone,
friend?
is Kraft going to one of those parties? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm sure Kraft has gone to those.
There's no party
parties,
like a
but-
Diddy party.
Yeah, who's the guy who does the white party now? I'm sure Diddy's
Oh, the
gone to that.
douchebag Michael
like
Rubin?
Kraft acts like he's best friends with. Yeah.
Biggest assholes of all time. My least favorite guest sharks. But yeah, he was. I thought he was fine. He was fine yesterday, but whatever. They're gonna hire Vrabel. Like, there's no question. No question. Other people, I get people might want that Lions offense coordinator.
they are interviewing him.
You don't want a first time. You want a coach with experience after last year. No bullshit. You have no idea if Ben Johnson could be a moron.
Yeah, but these young offensive guys have had a lot of success lately.
Sure. Yeah. I'd rather have a guy who's had some success running a team, being a head coach.
It is weird to hire back-to-back Belichick linebackers.
It is true.
We'll get rid of Bill.
That is true. Yeah, it is true. What else?
I did see somebody sent me audio. I guess Greg Bedard, after Mayo was fired, he was on 98.5, and he lets out this little nugget.
He must have realized at some point in time that if he continued on with this during this, like we talked about, this crucial time in Patriots history, and he was wrong, and this had something to do with the letter that I wrote to Jonathan and Robert.
Why is Greg Bedard writing a personal letter to Jonathan and Robert Kraft?
Or is it a column where it's like a letter?
Oh, like the
I wrote a letter.
Callahan.
I know, but is it like is it that thing?
Man, you are soft, giving Greg Bedard the benefit of the doubt in that
Well,
situation.
can you look it up? Did he do it? I mean,
I haven't seen that he has. I don't know if that's his format.
okay. Why don't you look it up first? It seems like you might have walked.
You
into
are soft.
it. Soft. What's soft?
Suggesting that possibility.
I mean, if it's not, it's pathetic. But I mean, I'm just saying he might have done that.
I like even if that's what happened, Dave's like, you pussy.
Well, I think Dave knows he's wrong.
I don't want to correct it. I believe he wrote a personal.
Dave
letter.
knows he's wrong, right?
I'm seeing a Reddit thread, but I'm not seeing.
Yeah, he would probably sure that's exactly what happened.
It says Penn's letter.
Yes.
So hold on.
The Reddit thread you saw initially, yeah.
10 questions. No, I don't see it. I think he wrote a personal letter. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, if you wrote a personal letter, what do you think? You wrote them a letter and like put it on the guy on the horse.
Well,
and
that would have
he
been
rode the
pathetic.
horse to Foxborough. Gave
Gives
it to
a
him.
pigeon. But go find the Krafts.
I don't even.
No, I wouldn't put past Greg Bedard to write a personal letter with his thoughts of how they should run their
You
team.
know Greg more than I do. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of a douche. But what do you want me to say? Yeah.
It's been a fortnight since I wrote you last.
I don't really understand.
You guys think Rex Ryan's got a shot at the Jets job?
He's interviewing, right? Probably not. I
617-779-7937.
Thank you, Greg. I don't. No, I can't. I know they're a dumb organization. They can't be that dumb.
It could be.
Maybe, but boy, that would be bad.
I don't know.
Didn't really end well.
It didn't, but
then he went to Buffalo. That flamed out, right?
Hey, he went 9-7 twice.
I don't think they made the playoffs since he's been gone.
That can't be your standard, though. Like you can't think like you bring the guy who made. Like you got to find somebody new, and who knows? Maybe I don't know. What else?
Did you see this Jason Whitlock commentary yesterday on the Joy Taylor?
She was on yesterday, right?
She was on TV yesterday.
That was an awkward. You see Keyshawn? He was like pretend like throwing a baseball. It was so. Why were they on yesterday?
Someone who said that was like more social distancing than during COVID.
It was. They're like 30 feet away from her.
Yeah.
Jesus. Now, what did Whitlock say?
I kept my distance, not because I didn't like her. It's just because I knew myself. I know myself.
Yeah.
I know what I'm capable of.
Sexual predator?
That big rack of hers that she showed off constantly.
Is this real?
Yeah.
It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay,
are you sure this is real?
Is AI or no?
He is stone cold.
It does feel like AI.
No, it is.
What's he was going to rape her?
No, he's just saying.
He knows who he is.
Single man. Maybe would have taken a shot at her or
He's a
something.
disgusting pig, though.
Sounds like rape.
He's got some swag.
He can't contain himself.
He's obese.
In your dirty minds. He's going to put the moves on her, is all he's saying.
He tweeted out from his own account.
I mean, he's just snapped, though. He's like,
he's
like
he tweeted that.
Yes, this is why
I saw peanut butter skin going around. That's what that was?
That's what that was. Yep.
He tweeted out, "This is why I don't want Joy Taylor on my show at Fox Sports. That big rack of hers and that peanut butter skin. I know what I'm capable of."
Jesus.
You think she would be interested in his? Do you think that she would want to have sex with him?
Well, I mean,
it's about attitude,
the
baby. You're
allegations are true.
you're thinking about looks.
And at the time some of this was going on, he had a television show.
Oh, that's true.
So
it's a big deal.
That big rack of hers.
Big rack.
Yes.
Peanut butter skin. What else?
You see Portnoy called bullshit on that, by the way. A little bit. I mean, he was fair in some follow-up tweets and stuff like that, but he said he could. What was his exact thing? Like, I smell bullshit on.
Yeah. I mean, I think he kind of said what we said, which is to some extent, which is I don't really care if Joy Taylor's banging the other guy. It's more if she's banging the guy who's hiring people. That's an issue. You can't be doing if you're the guy doing that. But yeah, I don't. But Dave, he'll wait in the middle of that and just have 10 tweets about it. So that'll make a lot of sense. But yeah, what else?
Did you see? I don't really care about the Blake Lively Balboni thing, but did you see the lawyer said they kind of pulled a Portnoy in terms of how the New York Times wrote the article? They basically sent all the allegations to Balboni's team.
Oh, is that
and
right?
said you have like 10 hours to respond.
I don't know who's right. I don't
weekend.
even understand what's going on. I don't like Ryan Reynolds, so that's my take on it. I think he's fake. He just seems like an AI guy. He's a guy for like Cullinane.
He is.
I hate Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
You guys started this, and I had no opinion on Ryan Reynolds really. And since then, he has been in every YouTube commercial that I've watched.
You can't miss him.
Oh, he's
It's
dominant.
exhausting.
Yeah.
I don't even know his appeal. Like really, I don't find him interesting. I find him to be like when he started like a Chevy Chase knockoff. I don't.
He'll be raunchy. That's his thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge franchise, so good for him. But
And they're always so over the top, cheesy. It's like, hey, I'm being corny, but that gets exhausting because you see the commercials so much.
right. Yeah, and I don't know Blake Lively, so I don't. Yeah,
He does those like shitty Mint commercials because he owns the company. But I'm pretty sure. I think I saw it at the gym a couple weeks ago. They do like a 30-minute infomercial for Mint.
He just wanted to know that.
No, but it was like it was on.
Sweet.
It was on early, and he was like doing.
He's there
It
early.
was like 15
I was
minutes.
pumping some iron. And
God.
between reps, I
Well, he's
noticed.
turning you quick, Dave. Yesterday,
He's turning. Yeah,
you're back.
He's not as fair anymore.
I'm fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Justin's making moves for his health. He told us before the show, so that's nice.
He threw the Wendy's bag away.
I did throw the Wendy's bag.
Among others.
Maybe that was a turning
Probably
point.
burning a calorie right there, walking to the garbage and throwing it.
At my weight, definitely.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Justin when he pulled up this morning, and he said, standing in the cold burns more calories.
Oh.
I said, maybe I'll just stand out the rest of the day.
What are you doing, Justin?
No, I apologize because there was traffic picking him up this morning. So
What are you doing to lose?
Oh, I signed up for.
The fuck is wrong with that?
I was driving.
Where is that story going to go?
I signed up for Factor.
For what?
Factor?
Oh, good. That's
Yeah.
good. Good.
Said he got 18 meals a week.
It's a good. We used it last year at Surviving. I like Factor. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Sure, but it's great. But Like you can't have all the Wendy's and like have factors, not that healthy.
That's what I'm trying to cut out.
Yeah, but it's like 3 meals a day.
If he sticks to
got
those,
everything
he's
he needs,
basically doing 3 meals a day at Factor.
That's what I'm saying. If you eat just that, you're great.
Yeah.
But if I stop and get Chinese food on my way home to Factor,
Not great.
And he's not drinking soda. Like this could
Well,
be a
it's
new
been year,
Justin
and
if he
still-
can.
Well, new Justin, sodaless Justin has been over a year. So
They haven't lost any weight though.
no,
Yeah, it's impressive in a way.
it kind of is.
It's not easy.
Because I loved soda too.
Maybe you should do a just soda diet. Like 1,000 calories of soda a day.
I
You'll be
would
fine.
fucking die if I just
die anyway.
If
I
I
mean-
just drank Mountain Dew
Well, you could find out.
Get
Like
rid of
Morgan
that.
Spurlock.
How many?
Diet Coke.
How many in each can? Calories?
in a can, 160.
You have 10 a day. That's 1,600 calories. You'll be
Yeah.
burning weight like crazy.
So much sugar.
That would be
What's
interesting.
what's the difference?
Crashing and
How much sugar do you think is that Chinese food he has?
Right.
Do it for a month. See how it goes.
Yeah.
just soda.
You know what you call it? Doing it. You know, my path.
like that.
My path to 250 pounds.
Yeah.
I'll never be 250.
Yeah, you sure you believe in a guy who's been your weight loss and your mentor, another Jared Fogle, and you can do it. You can do it.
Do it.
You would become a Mountain Dew like spokesperson. Oh man, how quickly that would turn into the Fogle
The
part
Mountain
two.
Dew diet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the Shaq
I don't even
girls
know if I still like
holding up his
Mountain
big pants.
What'd you say? You know if you still like it?
I haven't had it in 13 months now.
Well, go get one now.
No.
Right now?
No. Let's not enable this behavior. This is.
Uh-oh.
If you don't want to, don't do it.
I'm gonna
If
be
you
a
don't-
naughty
Doesn't seem
boy.
like
If
it
you-
took much to talk him
If you
into
don't
that.
want to, don't. If you don't want to, don't do it.
I'll try one.
Try one.
All right, go get it.
Should I get Code Red or just regular?
Just go get the fucking thing.
He said, I'll try it.
Try
He's going to be
it.
like,
Try it.
What is this? This is an interesting flavor.
It is something like that who's because I don't even think he really like recognized the taste of it after a while. You know, it's just an addiction.
Right.
Probably so, yeah.
He must be like he must have had one hell of a food year to not lose any weight by giving up soda.
I'm not leaving this here this time, so you can go through it.
It's an admission of guilt
It was,
right there.
it was locked.
Oh, was it?
Well, he probably drank a fair amount of soda, but I imagine that wasn't the majority of his calories, probably.
Right.
I think. I mean, if he just had Mountain Dew for a month, he'd lose like 40 pounds.
He'd be very sick, I think,
So
right?
he's gonna be sick anyway.
Well, how many Mountain Dews a day can you?
10. That's 1,600 calories. That's not a lot.
Definitely losing weight if you do that.
Yes.
There's got to be some kind of impact with just the all sugar aspect of that.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew and water.
So it'll only take a few years.
No
off
water.
His life.
No water. No. You gotta brush his teeth with it. Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he might die.
And it can have. I'll tell you what. Mountain Dews. And 8 Mountain Dews. That's what 800 calories. Or no more.
Probably like 1,000.
1,000. Okay. 2 Factor meals a day. 500 calories each. That's 2,000 calories a day.
That's
Done.
unbelievable.
Done.
Yeah.
That's easy.
For Mr. Willpower, no
Yeah.
problem.
Right. That's easy, Bish. He would lose.
That's what we call him around here.
Think he'll do it?
I mean, he'll do it if you'd ask him to.
That's true.
He's my daddy.
Okay. Is he gonna like one of those things where he takes the first sip and it's just like he just ejaculates? His
starts
hair
doing
gets all-
heroin.
Yeah, it's all fucked up. Maybe he won't like it.
He might not even come back.
That's true. He
know.
might just be
Oh,
drinking
that's
it right
true.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good point.
What else, Dave?
Did you hear this Sunny Hostin on The View audio where she compares January 6th to World War II?
I didn't see a lot of January 6th stuff on my timeline yesterday. Did you?
You didn't or did?
Did not really.
Oh, they did a lot of it because it was the certification of the election.
I just mean like
It was a peaceful
I just
day.
mean the anniversary, like stuff from the Capitol stuff. I didn't see a lot.
I saw a decent amount. Like
Yeah.
Colbert was kind of a pussy about it again.
Yeah.
And
I also don't like that Republican who was like an asshole to Harris. Did you see that? He wouldn't shake her hand when he got introduced to her yesterday.
Oh,
the
really?
senator, like
Tough guy.
That's
It was
weird.
like just fucking shake her hand.
But then on the opposite side,
You
there was
won.
Like, there was like Mike Pence who was like sucking her off on the timeline. He was like,
Yeah.
she's doing her duty and all that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. What did Sonny have to say?
You know, we need to move on from January 6th. I say no. You
Hell
don't
yeah.
move on because January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history.
Never forget.
And when you think about the worst moments in American history, like World War II, things that happened, like the Holocaust, chattel slavery.
January 6th.
Holocaust, of course, was not in the United States, but I do get our point.
Affected all of us.
Yes, I suppose. So that's, and again, I saw somebody tweet, no police officers were killed on January 6th, right?
Do not believe so.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. Yeah, I think it was corrected on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
But I also don't like, I was saying to somebody.
Wasn't one?
I think one was.
It hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I don't like now the idea that like it was like fine. Like so people are like, oh, we over like the Jerry's. Like it was like really stupid that they did that. Like really, really fucking dumb. Let's not do that either.
I think they always did. Didn't they do it like that day, basically? Not maybe
yeah.
the week
like
after
it was a really
but...
like this idea was like, oh, it's no big deal. Like no, it was a big deal, but it's not as big a deal as other things. But like it was really stupid and reckless.
Sure, it's crazy.
It could have been really bad.
It's crazy and got overblown. Like if something, if they actually overtook the government, then that would have been pretty bad.
Right. What else, Dave?
That clip going around of Jerry Jones, by the way, was actually. Did you think that actually was good acting? If you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, that show's stupid. That's a retard.
That's a dumb show.
Retard show.
I watch that show as well. So.
You like it, right?
Yep. I don't love it, but I mean,
yeah, you're smart in that. I understand.
Demi Moore's in it. Demi Moore's in it. John Hamm's in it. Some good actors.
Yep. She might win the Oscar this year, Demi Moore.
All right, she won the Golden Globe.
She did.
She looks better today than she did. She's always looked good.
She does not look better today than she did in like Ghost. She doesn't. She doesn't.
She did look good in Ghost.
She might look better than she did 10 years ago.
She looks great.
Yeah. I think she's had some work done.
Yeah, she does.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, as have we all. I have. Yeah.
Nice.
The Golden Globes did say they want to bring Nikki Glaser back like immediately.
So. Yeah, because she didn't do anything.
She was safe.
She didn't do anything crazy.
Nice double. No
Which,
loss.
That's how she should play it because she wants to be in that world, I think.
That's what she said. She's like, I'm not going to tell certain jokes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't know if that's great from a comedy perspective, but like she's doing a CBS show. Like, that's what the Golden Globes want.
She went on Stern and told like some of the jokes she left.
Yeah,
off.
I don't like that. I don't like that though. Like you tell them or you don't tell them. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't. She's very impressed with how edgy she is. It's like you're not that edgy. Like you're hosting the Golden Globes. Like you're not that fucking edgy.
Yeah.
It's just a weird instinct because she did it on the. I guess it's a different environment, but she
was
did it on the
Brady.
roast and she was very good at it, and no one complained.
No. Yeah. It's weird that happened.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh boy.
He's back.
He's back. He's two.
Sounds like he's already
like
relapsing.
The other one.
Let's try it.
Hey, Justin, I have a good diet for you.
Okay.
Get your breath back. Take your time. You okay? Yeah. Okay. 2 factor meals a day, 1,000 calories. 8 Mountain Dews, 1,000 calories. That's 2,000 calories.
8 of these?
Well, I was talking about the can. How many are those?
This is almost 300.
How many?
290.
Okay.
Okay, then you can just cut it down.
Yeah, 3 of
Cut it in
those.
half.
Yeah, 3 of those and 2 factor meals.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
What's wrong with that?
I crash a lot, though.
Well, what are you doing now? You're a physical mess anyway.
Yeah.
You would be, but at the end of this year, if you did that, at the end of this year, you would be 240 pounds.
And got some steps in. Can we get some steps in?
Oh, yeah. You got to do a little walking.
And spread them out. You say you'll crash, spread them out throughout the day. Breakfast,
Morning,
lunch, dinner.
noon, night.
Yeah.
But you don't want them with the meal. Have water with the meal.
Yeah, water with the meal. But, you wake up in the morning before breakfast. Just
So water's in?
You can have water with his meals.
Okay.
Down the dew.
That's what I used to do.
That's what you used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? This is also going to make a ton of money promotionally on this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They are a sponsor of Barstool.
I know. Believe me, I know. This Dew diet, I think, is going to be a craze.
I like that.
So you have a sip of this now.
Yes.
For the first
Dew
time in
and
how long?
Factory's combining 2 sponsors.
Of course. Just excited because this is about him. Here we go.
Oh, come
Wow. Listen to him guzzle.
It's so good.
Yeah, you're home.
Still likes it.
It didn't shock you at all?
Shock him.
Yeah, the taste of sugar when you taste of that.
I think
well, I guess
he's
he's
had
had
sugar,
sugar.
Dave.
Yeah,
I think he's had sugar.
Yeah, probably.
But even if he hasn't, the taste of sugar would. Ooh.
When you haven't had soda in a long time and then you go back to soda, it usually is a little
Shocking.
startling.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So good.
Yeah. Are you back or no?
It's so good.
Can you put it down and not have any more?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Which 2 did you get? Traditional.
I got regular, and then this kind I've never tried before. It's called Infinite Swirl.
Give it a shot.
Do it with a blast of artificial pineapple berry flavor.
Good. Give that one a chance.
Less calories.
How many?
280.
There you go.
Wow.
You're already losing weight.
Well, this like smells like candy.
Not as good.
No, I'm not a big pineapple guy.
Okay.
Oh, why'd you buy it?
I tried it then.
Because I wanted to. You got it. If there's a new
picture of
Mountain
the
Dew, you gotta
pineapple in
try
there.
it.
It's an extra flavor.
So if they had
yeah.
Mountain Dew diarrhea, you would try it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I might try that.
I mean, the philosophy was like, if I don't like the ingredients in it, I'm going to try it anyway.
Because Dew does crazy things.
Just put pineapple.
Not a
in
big
it.
cherry guy. Love Mountain Dew Code Red.
Okay. But you say you don't like pineapple, though.
He contains multitudes.
No,
Who's not a cherry guy?
me. Wow. Want to fight? Well, no.
I'm just pointing out everyone should be a
This is a
cherry
different
guy.
guy now that he's got,
You got
got a
a
little
couple,
soda.
couple snorts in there. And he's,
Come on, put up your dukes.
I think this Dew Factor diet could work.
It's got something.
2
yeah.
factor meals a day.
Yep.
3 Mountain Dews.
3 Mountain Dews. Walk around a little bit and don't eat.
Shit.
Anything else?
Well, don't eat it like, don't have Chinese food at 10:30.
77 grams of sugar in this one.
That's fine at this point. What's
I
the
mean, you were
fucking
probably
difference?
having 2 Mountain Dews a day last year anyway.
If you think I was drinking 2 Mountain
How many were you having?
Oh, I could have like in cans. I could drink like 6 or 7 on a normal day.
Good Lord.
It's like, let's say if I didn't work here
It's like a whole liter, the liter ones,
full
basically, isn't it?
time. I didn't work here full time.
Probably maybe more.
Maybe.
But let's say if I was going to work in Worcester, wake up, drink one on the way there, drink probably 2 or 3 while I'm working, drink one on the way back, and then at night probably have like another like 1 or 2.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do
Good.
the do.
You got to do it.
I'm at the age I now understand those like little Coke bottles or Diet
Oh, they're
Coke.
great.
Because I really only like the first sip of
Yeah.
the soda.
I'm trying to do that more this year. Like, I'll just have like a sip or 2.
Yeah.
Then you're done with it. Because after a while, it's like you're just drink. You know what I mean?
You're just drinking it to get to the bottom. I just wanted
Right.
the first sip.
Right. Right, Justin?
There's nothing better than that first sip out of a can. Oh.
Right.
Yeah. What else, Dave?
Did you see Gus made an appearance last night with the Rico stuff?
Wait, Gus said something?
He tweeted out, was it, want to play some basketball? Question.
Gus another big like moments on me now guy. You know. But yeah,
Also
we're
kind of weak to do. To
I'm
not say
dead
anything
serious
for a
when I
week.
said this. I'm dead serious when I say this. I wish Gus had paralyzed Rico. Paralyzed him. I would love to be at a Rico Bosco benefit and just go up to him and be like, "You can't move a fucking muscle. You suck." You know,
Well,
I
we
would
wouldn't
love
be
it.
in this whole mess if Rico did paralyze him.
Just
You know?
lean
true.
a broom onto his
Sure, he's
wheelchair.
paralyzed today, maybe. Maybe Big T, there was a cannon paralyzed him. I saw the Peter Minihane moment. He'd get fired up in a Patriots game. He was younger. Like, I was little. Or a Celtics game in the 80s. It was intense, and there'd be like a big moment. My dad would yell at the Patriots, but he was going to tackle him. Paralyze him!
Oh my god! I thought that was only like bad guys in movies.
He would get. I remember going out. Early memory, I lived in Billerica. We had the hoop, and I was shooting. It's halftime of a Celtics-Sixers playoff series in '82, the one the Celtics lost. And it was halftime, and I was shooting outside. My mom was talking to a friend of hers from across the street, Janet Symington. They're both dead now, my mom and Janet Symington. And I was shooting hoops, and the second half had started, and I didn't know. My mom's talking to Janet, and all of a sudden I just hear my dad in the fucking living room while I'm outside shooting hoops. "You got my box out for Christ's sakes! What the fuck are you doing?" My mom's like, "Yeah." I remember her saying to Jay, he's very passionate about the Celtics. She's like, "Yeah, I guess he is." All 3 are dead now. I'm the only one surviving who witnessed that story.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Oh, I guess my middle brother also dead.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I had to email the rec department for my whole
Oh, yeah.
coaching basketball itinerary yesterday, but they said they'll send it on Thursday. So that starts up on Saturday.
Well, I guess coach, a former.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Should get Mick involved too. Another good guest coach.
That's true. Wear a suit. Yeah.
Love to. Yeah.
Get sneakers for the kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want Justin there?
I mean, I can't have Mick and Justin there.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
and Mick was hurt by some of my actions yesterday, so
Is he here Friday? Is he canceled here for Friday or
No,
no?
he'll be here.
He's a pro.
Yeah.
What did you do to him yesterday?
We'll get there in a second. DraftKings. NFL playoffs. It is time. Get in the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Your number one place to bet touchdown. Give me the playoff lines right now this week, Justin. Do we have them?
I'll get them.
You want some winners right now? Some winners, Bish?
Absolutely.
Give me some winners. Let me give my lock of the week right now on Tuesday. What do you think of that?
It's bold.
Someone's going to do it.
That's early.
You're right. That's why I mentioned Tuesday, Bish.
Yeah.
Okay, first game we have.
Let's see if I can guess the lines my friend Bill Simmons does. Go ahead.
First game is the LA Chargers visiting the Houston Texans at 4:30 on Saturday.
The Chargers visiting the Texans. Chargers .5? What do you think, Bish? No?
I think Chargers -2.
Go ahead.
Chargers -2.5.
There you go. Okay. There you go.
The ninth game on Saturday is Pittsburgh going to Baltimore.
It's Baltimore 5? Yeah?
It is Baltimore -10.
Wow, it's that big?
Money
Pittsburgh
line
has sucked lately.
Pittsburgh +380.
This is all on DraftKings, right?
Yep.
Well, as any of them used to say, when you have a hunch, bet a bunch.
I like that.
when you have a hunch caller, bet a bunch. That's good, solid.
That's good sound advice.
Sabermetric strategy right there.
If you think it might happen, bet all your money.
Go ahead.
Denver, and then Sunday, 1 o'clock, Denver going to Buffalo.
Denver going to Buffalo. That
could be.
That's got to be bigger, right? 10.5? 11?
I was going to say 7.
12.
What do we got?
Bills -8.5.
Okay, there you go, Mike. 8.5. Could be my lock of the week, by the way. Buffalo in that game.
Sunday, 4:30, Packers at Eagles.
Problem with Buffalo is they have that lousy wings place.
Which one?
The one that Justin went to 9 times at Room Mixed Life.
Oh, that one. No.
Yeah. Eagles hosting whom?
Packers.
What are you laughing at?
It did ruin.
That's what I'm saying. Room Mixed Life.
It ruined our relationship.
Eagles -2? 3? No?
Eagles -4.5.
Okay. There you go.
Then the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Washington going to Tampa Bay.
Oof, that's a terrible game, huh? That's a Sunday night game?
Sunday night game, yep.
Why is that the Sunday night game? Ugh. They shouldn't even play that game.
At Tampa Bay. That's a pick'em.
Washington -1.
No, it's actually Tampa Bay -3.
Oh, no. I got a hunch there.
And then the final game is Monday night.
Monday night.
The Vikings are traveling to L.A. to take on the Rams.
That's a big game. That's a good Monday night game. Yeah, Monday night is now somehow overtaken Sunday night, getting the better games. Like for years, we're doing the opposite. Sunday Night Football was the biggest show on TV.
Yeah.
Why are they getting that dog shit game? Which you can bet at DraftKings, of course.
They think it's going to be the closest, maybe?
Maybe that feels like the last pick of the games, though. Or
yeah, it definitely does.
Maybe Houston. Whatchamacallit? San Diego. Los Angeles is kind of a nothing burger too. At least a couple of good quarterbacks in that game
and good markets.
Yeah, right. You have Harbaugh.
The line for that.
What the hell was that voice?
That was something got caught in my throat.
Did you save that sound, Justin? That day? I got it. Hear that?
I'm going to guess the Vikings are favored.
Yeah, they would. Vikings by 2.
Yeah.
Vikings by 1.5.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Well, my lock of the week as of right now is Buffalo. There's room to change that. It's a big number, but I feel like they're going to win that game by like 30 points. Yeah. But who knows? All I know is bet responsibly. And new customers get $5 and win $200 in bonus bets instantly. Code Kirk at DraftKings Sportsbook. Code Kirk. The crown is yours. This dumb fucking video game golf thing start tonight?
Oh, I think it does. Yeah.
It looks dreadful.
It looks bad, yeah.
It looks so bad. I mean, I know Riggs and those guys are, but I can't. I don't know. What am I doing? Why am I watching Adam Scott hit balls into a screen? Why?
It's just very repetitive.
I also don't like doing it anyway. Like on my own, I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't like doing that in the winter? No?
I don't hate it, but I don't. Yeah. It never feels like you're playing golf.
Definitely not the same. No. I like that I
do like that mini golf course you tweeted out. I think I might have been wrong.
I had to give you a little bit of an example.
Yeah, there. That looked pretty good. Yes. That guy's annoying.
Yeah, that one sucked. Yeah, but that's indoors, family owned, ice cream, everything there.
Are there more places like that?
No, I've searched everywhere.
Oh,
that's a good.
Why is it so far away?
It's a good 45-minute drive for me.
That's good for you though.
Yep.
It's a couple hours.
Yeah, we played Monster the other day, and that was not great.
No, that stinks. That stinks. But you could play a little mini golf. And you get some ice cream after.
Right.
Sit around, walk slowly to the car.
Yep.
Go the long way. I've done that when the kids are little. Like, look for lights.
Hit every light. Yep.
Yeah, just drive. Oh, there's a library there. Let's go in there. Like, there's, Yes. Yeah, that's all it's about. It's killing time.
Tough track. It really was.
It has the cups like Auburn, Maine. It has the holes that are like, not the jersey, like the hard holes that are.
Oh, right. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did it right.
I will be there.
Okay.
It is interesting. It never dawned on me until you say that, like when you guys talk about your kids. When I was a kid, I was like, boy, my dad really likes going to the mall when he's got us. Why doesn't he go here like just throughout the week?
He left you in the car, though.
He always brings us to the mall.
Yeah, I mean, it's just till they get to the age where you can do stuff with them. It's like, what are you going to do?
You're lucky. My mom put me to bed at 7 until
That's
I
true.
was
That's a good point.
That's true.
High school.
Yeah, well, I think she was busy doing something else.
My poor family. My sister, my mom.
So they're all
sluts.
I mean, the reality is just as troubling, though, for being honest. So, I mean,
She's watching Dr. Phil.
Who's that?
My mom. She liked Dr.
Oh, she likes Dr. Phil.
She did. She doesn't watch anymore.
Oh, okay. Good enough.
He's still on the air.
I'm sure he is. He's a Trump guy, right?
Specials.
Oh, yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Do you see Hollywood Hulk Hogan got booed
Ooh.
to shit last night?
I did actually see some clips of that this morning. Did you watch the Netflix presentation? Or
I watched a little bit of it. Yep.
Yeah, I saw Simmons was there. I saw a bunch of celebrities were there.
Yeah.
But,
Simmons had dagger eyes. He hates Pat McAfee.
He does?
Yeah, he must because he just looked like he was
sitting right behind him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That feels like a natural relationship.
Why would they hate each other?
He's probably jealous. I bet Simmons.
They're both
probably
extremely successful.
Yeah, I mean, really. I read that. I think a lot of people think Hogan was getting booed because of Trump. He wasn't. He was getting booed before that by the crowd. Last couple of times he was on.
Well, he dropped the N-word and a video
I think there's a lot of
surfaced,
that.
and
Yeah.
Different time.
That's true.
9
but
years ago.
They did boo the shit out of him. Yeah. It was a tough scene for the Hulkster. What can you do?
It was.
You bring game today, Bish, or no?
No, I'm not a Parker brother. Didn't bring a game.
Nice.
Sorry.
I like that. I like that answer.
I like the attitude. Okay. Justin, what do you got?
You excited for Erika Nardini's live show?
I'm sorry?
Erika Nardini's having a live show.
Where's that?
At City Winery in New York on January 30th.
Okay.
She opening or closing with Ain't Talking About
She's
Love?
she's a Sammy Hagar fan.
Okay.
Oh, no, I do. What's going on there? I know she has a new podcast, too.
Yeah, she'll just be
New podcast.
explaining.
New one.
It's called Work, a meetup with Erika Ayers-Badan, trailblazing CEO who transformed Barstool Sports into a global powerhouse.
Sure.
A night dedicated to the art of work with Erika, her mother, and other very special guests.
Doesn't she run a food company now?
Yeah.
Why is she talking about work all the time when she manages a food company?
Well, she's
do you mean?
manager of like a...
I know she's not involved in the making of
she manages
foods,
like
but
a-
it's completely
like a Whole Foods or something.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why is she talking about work all the time?
Well, I'm just saying, she's the CEO of a food entity.
But
Why
she's a
is she-
CEO, though.
She
But
works.
how does that help the food entity, I guess, is what I'm asking. Or is it just
I don't
she's
know.
just doing a completely separate project outside?
That I don't know.
She doesn't seem very fixed that people want to hear about business. People want advice on business.
Hi, I am doing a live show in New York City. I'm going to wash my hair and not wear a beanie and try not to wear my LL.
I am wearing a beanie.
It's going
to
to be
the Laconia show, and I'm not going to wash my hair. What? And I'm wearing one LL bean.
Kirk.
I'm doing it. Yeah,
No.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah.
awesome show. It's on January 30th. You can get tickets at citywinery.com. Just search Erika or search work. What
That
we're
seems
going
perfectly
to do
fine,
is talk
whatever.
about work,
I
talk
mean, it's
about
boring,
life.
but
My
whatever.
mom's going to be
What
there.
if it's a
We're going to
raucous?
talk
It's
to
like
all
it's like
different
that
people
White
at
Snake
all
show.
different
It could
stages
be.
of their
It's
career.
just
We're going to have
crazy.
a very special guest performance. And we can't wait to see you.
She's
and
been very
to yuck it
quiet,
up.
like
So
about
there's VIP
Barstool and
tickets.
Barstool's. Like Dave never talks about her. It's very quiet.
In interviews, she'll reference it. Like when I ran.
She kinda
Barstool,
has to.
and it
It's
was
all she's known
chaos.
for, right?
Right. Well, she did was it AOL?
Okay, does anybody know her for that?
No, probably.
No, that's what I'm saying.
People in that world, I guess.
I know, but I'm just saying in public. What's that, Justin?
Jessica Rose will be there, who is a drag queen performer.
Oh, good.
Nice. Reading to children?
What
Would you like
else?
to know how much tickets are?
No. What else?
Did you see our guy who took down Farwell, the U.S. attorney, is resigning. Massachusetts U.S. attorney.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Josh
How come?
Quimby. he didn't give his reason, but
Tired of the
I think
grind.
the assumption would be that Trump is going to appoint all his people.
Oh, yeah,
But you
yeah.
don't usually resign. You usually just let that process play out.
That's interesting.
So it was,
Huh.
yeah.
I don't
So,
know. Got me.
Did you see Peacock released the trailer for a 4-part SNL docuseries that they're doing? You see that?
No, I mean, I knew it was coming out.
Yeah.
The 50th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they get ready for that next few months because they were what? March? Is that the 2-night thing?
I think so.
I guess so, yeah.
My thing is, what? I think do we talk about this here? What the fuck is going to be different?
Different than the
The 40th. Like what? They're just 10 years older.
And some people are dead now.
Yeah, like a couple
Norm
people
won't
died.
be there.
Right.
and-
Was there anyone from like the 40th to the 50th that's been like a staple?
No, that's what I mean. They haven't.
Pete Davidson and Kate McKinnon.
Keenan.
Right, and those are not.
He was there before, though.
Yeah.
Like Michael Che, but he's
Yeah, like okay, like but I mean, like
Jostin Che.
yeah, they'll do a thing, but like there's no, like they're gonna be like 40 years ago, and now it's 50 years ago, and Eddie Murphy was 38 years, 48. You know, it's like there's not much. Any Bill Murray and
Yeah,
Dan
40's
Aykroyd.
a weird anniversary.
I think they did that. NBC was like, do it. And I'm sure Lorne never thought he would do 50.
Right.
You know, I'm sure at the time he's like, yeah, that makes sense. 40's good. I mean, I'll watch it, but it's going to be the same, at the core, the same thing, the original cast. And then, oh, here's Bill Murray, and here's Eddie, and here's, you know, Mike Myers. And like, it almost in a way to me is like, if I'm watching it like I did the 40th, being like, boy, they don't fucking make stars anymore. It's almost like
Yeah,
a bad
right.
thing for SNL. Like, oh, great.
Shining a light on.
I mean, like the sheer wattage of stardom that show has developed over the first 30 years, say, whatever, 35 years is unbelievable. Probably ending with Will, right? The last true movie superstar.
Yes.
maybe Andy.
Movies, definitely. Like
Maybe who?
Sandberg and Hader. Or
Those guys are not.
And Krista, but they're not like movie
very
stars.
successful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very, 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 very successful. Yeah.
Sudeikis.
Ted Lasso. Yeah. Like big TV presence. But like, you know, we've done this. Like Chevy was for a while the biggest movie star going. Bill Murray was the biggest movie star going. Eddie Murphy was the biggest movie star in the world.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, enormous. Sandler, enormous. Mike Myers, for a time, was the biggest movie star in the world.
Yeah.
They've had like 6 or 7 of those people almost in a row.
Right.
Comedically. Like,
Even
and Farley.
Aykroyd, Bill Murray.
Huge. Bill Murray and Aykroyd were in the biggest, 2 of the 3 stars of the biggest movie in 1984.
Yeah.
An enormous franchise. It still exists today.
Is that because all the like social media has now made an opportunity for comedians to kind of like take off on their
Movie
own?
comedies are dead. That's one. That's just a fact. Like they don't make movie comedies anymore.
Right.
And yeah,
But, like,
now
did Matt Rife do anything other than post on social media to explode, or like he didn't think to himself, "I'm going to go to Second City"? Like they're still looking at Second City.
Well, it is weird.
No, well, you know what's funny is a lot of guys that are really successful now didn't get on SNL.
Right, tried out.
Like he tried out and didn't make it.
Right. So that's, you know, but I also think like, I don't know, give me a name of somebody who tried out and didn't make it. Whoever.
Dan Soder.
Sure. Like if Dan Soder had been on SNL, like I don't think he would have exploded and become a massive movie star.
Adam Ray, who does a bunch of he did Biden on Kill Tony, he does
Right.
Dr. Phil on Netflix.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have gotten as
Right.
big.
But
on
he'd become a
SNL.
very right. But I'm saying if like he'd be a successful. He'd have like a sitcom or have a Netflix special. Like the path to becoming a movie star is now gone. Like it's not even really the fault of SNL anymore. It's just that path is. They don't make, you know, $70 million budget movies with 2 comedians in it anymore.
And now the anniversary, like, has anyone not been back? Like now that Eddie Murphy
No.
and Adam Sandler have been back.
And they were at the 40th.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
I think the only person was anybody not at the 40th.
Not that I can think
Was
of.
Dennis at the 40th? Was he with the Weekend Update guys? I think he was. Right.
He was at the 25th, so he's been back.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was at the 40th.
Yeah. So I mean, but like also like, I love Dennis Miller, but it's not like America's not gonna be like, holy shit, Dennis
Dennis
Miller's.
Miller.
Yeah, it's not. So I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belushi and Farley.
Right? Yeah, that will be big. Yes. Yeah. If Gilda comes out, I will be interested in that. But like, yeah, it'd be wild. Like Phil Hartman and his wife, which is a big joke on everybody. Come on, just fucking make out.
Kaufman-esque, sir. Good job.
That would be good. That would be good. But yeah, other than we talked about this, we did this. Like other than Norm, who's died in the last 10 years? Like, you know, I don't know.
I don't know. No one young. Maybe someone
Right.
from the first
That's what
season.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't think anybody.
When was the last SNL movie they had?
MacGruber.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, Lawrence just shifted. Like he produces Tonight Show, he produced Conan. Like he doesn't do that. He does some TV. He produced Keenan Show. Like
He did. I think he produces shows on other networks now. Like I think he produced Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm sure he did with Sandberg. Right. Like he just does that now. He doesn't even. I think he's correctly says, like, there's no, like, what fucking SNL movie would you do right now?
I don't know.
If they went to Lauren, they're like, Lauren, you have to do one from the last 5 years and make it to a movie.
10.
Make it to a movie.
Years, yeah. I don't know who it would be.
Is that Kristen Wiig? Is that more than 10 years ago? That California? Is that?
I think she left like 10 years ago. Maybe 9.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, so she's the last like semi.
Well, Kate McKinnon.
But she's not a movie star.
And there's no character that I know of.
She's a star. She's a TV star, but she's not. Yeah. No. But Kristen Wiig was in a huge hit movie, the star of it.
Yes.
But that was it. From a movie star perspective, I'm saying.
Yeah.
She keeps doing things, but yeah. Tina Fey, big star, but like, you know.
Yeah, but TV.
Yeah.
More than movies.
Amy Poehler. I guess Amy Poehler does voices for a huge movie, but that's not the same thing. So
a lot of people have told me Amy Poehler's not as successful as you might think.
No, she's actually a horrible.
She's actually a failure.
Yeah, sources told me that as well. What else?
You brought up Dan Soder quickly. His fiance, I believe. I don't think they're
Katie
married.
Nolan, yeah.
Oh, that's right. There you
she's
go.
got a new podcast. She got another job.
Is that really true?
I was saying to Justin, I think
Sirius
she's kind of
XM.
Jamel Hillish. Where she just keeps getting.
Did she get like a big
opportunities.
deal from them?
From Sirius is doing
I'm
that?
sure it's not a huge deal, but yeah.
How much money has she scammed out of people? Good for her. Yeah. And what is this? Is this she's going to talk sports?
Twice a week sports podcast.
Is there a promo for it or no?
No, they
it was just announced.
Yeah.
Casuals. That's what we're calling it.
Well, Kirk, it's sports, but it's also like beyond sports.
Oh yeah, no,
It's fun.
She's funny.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
she's like a guy.
She's funny.
Caleb 5 minutes ago. Thank you, Barstool. Thanks to my coworkers, the Stewies and Stew president for believing me, giving me opportunity after opportunity. So he's officially gone now.
My one memory of Caleb is when I was working in the Milton office. That's when he started shit with Hank.
Oh yeah.
And he would come in the office and he would tap me on one shoulder, but wouldn't you know it, he was standing on the opposite side.
Kind of guy is.
Son of a gun.
Every time.
The guy is.
And I'd go, there's no way you're going to be massively successful.
Crazy. I mean, good for him. Nice guy. I've always got along fine with him. I don't know him well. I think I've met him like 5 times, but like, yeah.
She released a trailer with
not my thing.
So is Glennie leaving with him?
Somebody told me his contract is different. So we might have to wait it out. I don't know. I'll ask Dave on Friday if it comes up. Well, I assume Caleb will come up on Friday. So I'll ask him. I feel like Caleb is really, other than surviving, is really distanced himself from Barstool overall. Not in a bad way. I think
it's a lot of people.
It's a bunch of silos now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's sort of so then we get together once in a while and do shit like that.
Right.
But he was very weird and like he didn't want to be either. He didn't want to be there. Or he was just on like a tremendous amount of drugs.
But do you like kind of regret not bringing someone like that along?
I was on his team.
Knocking. I know, just like in general, like you should have knocked Dave and just kept someone who like obviously
well,
doesn't care.
I had that with Gilly, but it becomes a thing where it's like. Literally, if Gilly goes to vote, you don't know who he's going to vote for because he doesn't know anybody. Like he doesn't know. So you lose. If I got removed from the game because Gilly fucked up a vote because he didn't know like the person's name or just wrote a name down randomly because he fucked up, that would hurt.
Yeah,
there is like a level to it. Yeah. Well, Katie Nolan's trailer.
She just released it.
Let's hear it.
Hi, it's Katie Nolan from the internet and cable TV, or as your mom knows me, that sports gal who almost won Celebrity Jeopardy. I want to tell you about my new podcast, Casuals. It's a show for people who
I always
love
do
sports.
this. Why do they all sound like what is this? What is that in the background? Like what is? Why is she doing this?
You know something's happening.
It's upbeat.
You
she has no talent, right?
I've always
like
said
her
if
talent is like her energy, right?
Yeah.
She's got like a cute thing going.
If
Is that
you
what it
just
is?
yes, if she was just like a Sports Center anchor or something, you'd be like, oh, she's funny.
Yeah.
You know.
I always thought.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, her energy, you'd nail.
I remember she was like at the beginning. She's like, Chad Finn wrote this long profile on her. He's like, she's not afraid to go after Roger Goodell. I'm like, no shit. Like, it takes a lot of courage. I don't know. I mean, I've never met her. I just think she's an absolute zero.
Well, she's been a zero.
Like, don't we have enough evidence? Like,
that Apple baseball.
She made $1 million deal with ESPN. Wasn't ESPN give her millions of dollars and she just did
$1 million
nothing?
a year, I think. Yeah.
Crazy. She probably get paid a fortune for this. Sorry, but maybe I shouldn't. Let me hear the rest of it.
Pop culture, but like in a chill way. Twice a week, my friends and I are having fun and chatting about what's happening in sports and everything that sports touches without diving into analytics and spreadsheets.
Nerds.
You want to pick Super Bowl winners? Or just talk about which quarterbacks I'd most trust
Can
to
I
open
predict
a taco?
something? We're a little late, so I'm probably wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I predict the music is going to stop when she delivers a line at some point.
Like that thing? Yeah. Go ahead.
Truck with, it's Gardner Minshew. I got you. It's opinions on sports with my funniest, tallest, and least filtered friends. So if you're a person who likes sports but doesn't want to be yelled at by old men in suits, Casuals is for you. It's sports.
By the way, old men in
without the
suits
homework.
keep giving her this money. just to be very clear.
They definitely
but they ain't going to be on the podcast.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just want to make that clear.
We're here to celebrate sports fandom in the best way by keeping it casual.
Damn. Yep. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
Shit.
That's on Sirius or podcast? Both?
It seems like they have pretty much abandoned the idea that they're a radio.
Yes.
Like, they still have radio shows technically, and they have all the music and everything. They're clearly shifting towards podcasts.
I guess that makes sense. I don't even know at this point. Like Pacific, Sirius is such a dead brand, but what do I know?
So I assumed it worked for Spotify because they wouldn't have given Rogan a second deal.
Well, they're really just they just sell the ads for these podcasts,
right?
You know,
yeah,
that's not
well. Good for her. I'm sure 6 people will listen, and 3 years from now she'll wind up at some new startup.
They'll make an award show to give her an award,
right? And then 4 years from now she'll be at where I don't even know where. Some new place that's got a bunch of money.
Yes, I would have thought she would have been with Levitard. I think she does some stuff with that. That's like all the ESPN cast-offs and stuff like that.
Safest place there is. What else?
Let's see here. You don't care about Justin Trudeau resigning.
Nope.
Mark Zuckerberg ending censorship on Facebook. Do you see this?
Yeah.
It's about time.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Do you watch Celebrity Jeopardy? It's starting back up tomorrow.
No, that's for losers.
I was going through the
who we got
list. It's
on A list. No.
It's
well, I know any of these names.
Max Greenfield.
Okay.
Oh, I know who that is.
Camilla Luddington.
Oh, that's from
W. Kamau Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy's in everything, like documentaries too, right?
Yeah.
He's weird though. I don't know any of his he hosted a show like 10 years ago.
Really?
He's a comic. I don't know him as a stand-up though. It's strange.
Okay.
Melissa Peterman.
Don't know her.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Him I know.
Jackie Tohn. Tohn.
Don't know.
Anna Navarro.
Yep.
Rachel Brosnahan.
Yep, she's going to be Lois Lane in the Superman movie.
Blake Anderson.
That's a big one, right?
That's a big.
She
was on House of Cards. She was on Miss
Maisel thing.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Blake Anderson.
Did she play Ms. Maisel?
Yeah.
Is that who that is? Oh, okay. I like her.
Blake Anderson, Corbin Blue,
Taylor Swift.
It's a pretty good list.
Yvette Nicole Brown, Darcy Carden, Margaret Cho, Seth Green.
Margaret Cho? Seth Green?
Seth Green. Yeah.
I can see Seth Green doing that.
Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn.
That's James Gunn's brother.
Really?
That they just put in his movies. Natalie Morales, Roy Wood Jr.,
Yeah.
Brian Jordan Alvarez, Sherry Cola, Chris DiStefano, Omar J. Dorsey, Susie Essman, Fortune Feemster,
Yeah.
David Friedberg, Mina Kimes.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Who do you think they start with?
What do you mean?
Do you think
like who's the first
do you
call?
think they're like, hey, maybe Taylor Swift's a huge fan? Like, you never know. Like, do you think they start that high and they just work all the way down to Susie Essman? Like, are they like,
they just send it out a blanket to
they're like, hey, like maybe Timothy Chalamet like really likes Jeopardy. You never know.
Sure.
Like, he did College Game Day. Like, maybe he, whoever, Selena Gomez is a huge fan.
Right.
Corbin Blue instead.
Yeah, you wind up with.
You work your way down the list.
Yeah.
Or do they start at the bottom, kind of?
You know what would have been
So
safe?
if you do that though, then maybe. What's that?
Get a big name athlete. I feel like that's attainable, and it's a
Aaron
safe
Rodgers,
play.
he hosted.
Aaron Rodgers won it, didn't he?
Oh yeah, then he hosted. Remember a few times.
He did.
That's what I mean. Yeah, why don't you do like, Yeah, I don't know.
Tom Brady would do it, apparently. Do whatever.
Yeah, sure, he'd do it. Yeah, try with names like that, and then I don't know. But yeah, who the hell's gonna watch Roy Wood Jr. play Susie Essman?
It's a weird move for Rachel Brosnahan, who's like got a big.
She must be a huge
career.
fan.
Yeah,
Kind of a weird move for Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, he'll do anything.
Seems like
You
it.
can't lose that though if you're him.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
there's no win
there.
We know he's
Yeah, right.
smart. We're not like, oh my god, he won
Right.
Jeopardy,
He's gonna lose to Seth Green,
which is a legitimate possibility.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's all a bunch of pop culture stuff. I'm sure. Huh? I don't know. I did the Jeopardy test. Harry, I was playing. Harry's like, look, if you win twice in a row, 2 games in a row, he scores it like I win, like I'm gonna answer every question. So I did it. I still haven't heard yet. You have to get I think half of them right or something like that. You have a year to hear back. I think I did pretty well, but I don't know.
It'd be fun to see you on Jeopardy.
Like, that's a name that that's Portnoy to go. He'd do it just for the comedy.
Oh right.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely would.
Be fucking unbelievable.
It'd be so bad.
Minus 10,000.
Yeah, so bad.
They'd probably be rigged like everything else.
Clemmer would do that.
Clemmer would definitely do that. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Clemmer would do that. Yeah. What else?
You see Whitney Cummings with this shot at Barstool? She like I thought
she hates Dave, right?
I thought she was a friend of Barstool though, because she does like KFC.
But she's Team Grace though, right?
Yeah. This is part of her. This was in one of her videos. It's a quick joke at Barstool.
One white supremacy group took a huge hit when they lost Grace O'Malley.
And it's just a picture of Dave and Brianna Chicken Fry in the back.
Is that even a joke?
Well, for her.
First of all, the punchline is like what other company would that even be? Like, of course, by her joke, that would be Barstool. Like, what's the payoff there? She worked there.
Yeah, was the setup that another white supremacy group was mad?
That would work if it was like competing group. Maybe.
Yeah.
Even like, what's the joke?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah.
Do you have that filter of hers on during that or no?
This was a little bit more raw.
Yeah.
So she's all natural.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I don't even get the joke. Yeah. If I was Grace, I'd tell her to lay it. Like, just can we just move on? Like, I don't know.
Is Grace's issue with Barstool, or is it
no?
just Chicken
I think
Fry?
it's with Chicken Fry. I think.
Grace she didn't talk about any of it, but Grace was just on with Theo Bond. She just did a big interview with him.
Oh, I want to mention this too because Dave put this in the email yesterday. If you guys remember this from a year or so ago, this kid Stanko, who's the producer at Barstool, had cancer, and he passed away yesterday.
Oh no!
Very sad. I'm not pretending to know the guy at all, but everyone says he's a really nice guy. I think he was 32 years old. Is that right?
Shit!
So yeah, do you know Mike or no?
No, I don't believe so.
Well, he didn't like you. He told me that.
It's his dying words.
Yeah, it was work.
Well, then good riddance.
Yeah. But very, very, very. I mean, I guess I don't know the guy. I recognize his face. I've seen him or whatever, but I'm not pretending like I know him. But I know a bunch of people are bummed out the company, and I'm sure they'll set something up. I would think. I don't want to say that, but very sad. The poor guy was 32 years old. I think he was diagnosed like a year ago, maybe.
Jesus,
is that right?
Yes.
So I'm sure the guys in Chicago will do something for him for sure. But very, very awful. So, yeah. Just brief because I just saw somebody tweet that. I had forgotten I was going to mention that today. I saw you guys see the email from Dave? Or?
I did, yes.
Yeah. So it's just like, why can't that be Colonnade or something? It's kind of how we all feel. 32, though.
That's awful.
You're right, Dave. That is awful. So, very sad. Like I said, I don't know. Everyone says he was a super nice guy. So, on we go. What else?
Jerry Jones in this.
You were out. So.
You were out. We did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you think I swung it the first time?
I think he had a home run.
Yeah, I loved it.
What if it wasn't Landman? What if it was a good show and he had a good performance?
I saw the clip. He was fine. I
was actually shocked that it literally was like a 2.5 minute clip of him talking.
Taylor Sheridan universe is the weirdest universe there is. I don't want to be in it. I don't like being in it. It makes me nervous. Yeah. It's like weird incestual shows and like they all film in the same place and very strange. Yeah. It's very, very strange. Well,
you see this weird tweet from Will Smith. Like, what would it be like if he played Neo in The Matrix?
That's a Super Bowl commercial, right?
Oh, that's a good prediction.
Has to be.
Yeah, that's a good prediction.
I'm not rebooting The Matrix with Will Smith.
No, but he was.
Well, no, he was supposed to play. That's the whole.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. But I'm saying that at this point, I think they pretty much established it.
That makes a ton of sense. Obviously,
that's my guess. I don't know that.
Yeah. No,
doesn't it seem like a commercial? No,
that's a good comeback for Will Smith
to play it. Yeah,
yeah, I guess. I said the B.O. Boys, because she's gonna be nominated for an Oscar this year. I think for Best Actress. Demi Moore should come out with her head shaved like G.I. Jane and do something with Chris Rock at the Oscars.
They don't have fun like that.
No, they don't. Yeah. It'd be a great moment though.
Yeah,
It was a
Will
G.I.
Smith should want that.
I know. Chris Rock should be the bad guy in that commercial, or he should be Lawrence Fishburne in that commercial.
Right.
Like
that'd be great.
Will Smith has passed it though. Like I feel like he can. He's gotten the ignore it.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of like the way Will Smith is handling it more than Chris Rock. Chris Rock has been kind of a baby about it. Like he did the stand-up.
I don't think so.
He was like whining for a week, very quiet for a while.
I thought that was the only good part of his stand-up.
His whole stand-up should have been like what a loser Judd Apatow was. Like, why did you bring that up?
He's the only one who brings that up, and I do enjoy it.
Yeah,
he could have died.
Could have killed him. Could have killed him. The two people most worked up about it were Judd Apatow and Jim Carrey. Remember Jim Carrey had a weird interview about it, and he was like, He's like, it was just a horrible energy. I was just, he was like so worked up about it.
So he was Jim Carrey about it.
Yeah, which is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. What else?
I always thought that was overblown, to be honest with you. It was a psycho move.
He assaulted a man.
It was a slap. It wasn't close.
Crazy.
It was a slap.
Enormous movie star who won
won
the Academy Award 10 minutes later.
No, but to act like he was trying to kill him.
Slapped Chris Rock in the fucking face at the Oscars. That was That was one of those moments that was definitely not.
He
I think
snapped.
the screaming after was just as bad.
He walked from the stage unmolested.
I get it. I'm just saying it wasn't a closed fist or anything like that. He just
It
was a slap.
Well, I know, but it was still crazy though.
It was a wacko move. Don't get me wrong.
What were you trying to underplay that? That was
just trying to say that it would have been even crazier with a closed fist.
It's a hot take 2 years later or whatever.
Probably
2 years.
I had 3 years ago.
And then 10 minutes later, he won the Oscar. Everyone's like giving him a standing ovation. It was so strange. The weirdest moments in history. And that was like banned for 10 years from the Oscars.
Oh, that's right.
It's like 8 years left on that thing.
Oh, he couldn't even do something if he wanted to. I forgot
That's
about
true.
that.
I forgot.
It's a good point. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but
I have Jim Carrey's take on.
Oh, let me hear it.
You watched it unfold, and then what happened after?
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
There was some question today about if anyone else had walked from the audience and done that, they would have been escorted out by security or maybe even arrested. The police asked Chris.
Well, to be fair, Gail,
charges.
if Tom Cruise had done that, he would not have been arrested. Like if a random person did that, they would have been arrested.
Yeah,
you're right. There was a double standard. But it's not just Will
Are they
Smith.
just fans at the Oscars?
No, that's what I mean. Like I know. Yeah, like I mean, I'm trying. If there's a random person, sure. Like I guess you'd get arrested, but like that, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me hear Jim Carrey.
They said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous. You know, that insult is going to last a very long time. If you want to yell from the audience and disapprove or show a disapproval,
What's crazy about
or
Jim
say
Carrey is he
something-
literally became way weirder after playing Andy Kaufman. Like he just started believing he was.
He's like,
Andy
I'm
Kaufman.
a weird guy now.
Yeah, it just became like I don't believe it's real.
Which, by all account, the cast of Taxi and everything said it was not
Overblown.
nowhere near.
Yeah, like annoying at times,
Yeah.
but overblown. Like it's not, you know. But that's
Whereas Jim Carrey was knowingly being a dick to everyone.
Yeah, just like annoying. The people that cast a Taxi in the movie.
Right.
They're like, fuck this guy. Jesus. All right, we love getting out to live events, whether it's a concert, football game, or a comedy show. And this show always uses Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know what? We love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time. So, Game Time is where all the controversy started last time, Dave, with this read.
That's correct.
Jeez. Make it even easier to get to a game. Game Time picks, filters out the stuff that show you only incredible deals and great seats. I use it. Go use it right now if you're looking for a concert coming up. You get a deal. I'm trying to think of an event around here coming up soon. I don't know.
They just announced Boston Calling.
There you go.
There you go.
You take a look around and you get your deal. If you chose an event, turn on the GT picks at the top of the screen or browse the best local Game Time picks, deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those tickets now with Game Time picks. Get the app. Get moving right now. It's gametime.co. Gametime.co. Or download the app and get moving right away. What else?
People are pissed about that lineup, by the way. Like Dave Matthews Band doing a festival. I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
What do you mean?
People were pissed that I don't know because each day is
Stop
almost
saying
like
you
a
don't know.
different.
You're bringing it up.
No, each day is like a different genre, kind of like the first day is.
I would never go to one of these things, but yeah.
The festivals.
They're brutal.
Worse.
What's your beef with Dave Matthews?
No, it's
doing
not
a
my beef.
festival?
People just don't like that. There's
Take
like
it easy,
different,
Mike. I know you're passionate about
like a lot of people like to do the three day ticket, but
Yeah.
they're all over the place in terms of artists. So like the first day is
Well,
all
that's a festival.
country
What do
music.
people expect?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Isn't that
Dave
better for a festival? If it's like if there's actually.
I'd assume Dave Matthews Band people are kind of like dialed into that type of music.
Well, no shit. But then
Then they're gonna go.
They want more Jack Johnson.
They can go on
yeah, but they
that
don't
day.
want to go. They don't want to do the. Then they don't want to do Friday, which is going to be the country day. A lot of people like to
don't
buy.
go!
Oh, I know, but a lot of people like to buy 3-day passes.
It's a
and stuff like-
festival. That's
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying.
they're
Buy
getting.
'em.
They're just getting some like heat for that lineup. That's
Who's
all.
they?
Who?
Like the organizers of the whole thing.
Now we look up this goddamn thing. Let me see this.
Who's been on it in the past?
I think
It's always a big deal.
The Foo Fighters might have been last year.
So why is that different?
Eminem was a couple of years ago.
This is
right?
just a little bit more like specific to like separating.
Yeah, but someone that goes to see
genres.
Eminem isn't going to want to see the Foo Fighters.
Sure,
Here we
yeah,
go.
'cause
Ready?
I do feel like rap has made its way into these festivals.
Dave Matthews Band is Sunday, May
Rap has made its
25th.
way.
Well, I mean, it was
1984.
You know what I mean? Like, it's usually not like
I'm looking at this right now.
Scott.
So it'll be 3 hot days at Harvard in Alston, right? Essentially.
Yep.
You couldn't pay me. Literally, I wouldn't do it for $150,000. I would not go to this thing.
Not if Bruce was there?
First day looks great.
Luke Combs.
Yep.
Megan Maroney. Sheryl Crow.
Great.
Sheryl Crow and T-Pain.
Oh.
TLC?
Nice.
Is that TLC?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy, second day. Avril Lavigne, Black Crows. That's the second day. The third day is when things get fucked up, Mike. Dave Matthews is there.
I, as a TLC fan, I find that to be bullshit.
I'm going to speak for all the Painiacs, my T-Pain guys. That's not right. That's not right. Have Dave Matthews.
Why would they do that to
on
us?
a totally different day playing music on the stage?
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
No, of course, we've all signed up to sit through T-Pain, Sheryl Crow, Megan Maroney.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Side
Big
Boy.
Three, I call them.
My favorite group, Pink Lids. And then Dave Matthews, Sublime, Tom Morello, who plays with the E Street Band a lot. Spin Doctors. If I had to go to a day, it would be that day. But I mean, it would be.
Why would
I'd rather cut my dick off with a butter knife than go to any of these fucking things.
Oh God, you'd be.
I mean,
but why
holy
is
shit.
booking Sublime different than booking Dave Matthews?
Dave, we're alone on this one. Mike doesn't. Mike's not a music guy.
Yeah,
he's not a music.
There's no synergy.
I'm not a music guy. That's true, but I don't understand.
Mike, you want to go?
Not particularly.
I just texted Mike's mom. She said that would be the worst experience she's ever had in a musical event. Is going to this thing.
Ugh, I'd rather they book Stephen Paddock.
You don't hear much about it. He's one of those like quiet musicians. Doesn't publicize himself.
No.
He's just about the music. I don't really see what. So what? Read me a complaint other than you just keep saying you don't know.
Oh no, I just saw it yesterday online.
You seem to be the one championing this.
No,
This seems like your kind of
complaints. I saw complaints about it online. I don't
You're
know.
giving it a voice.
Read one.
Hold on.
I saw complaints.
You have platformed this issue.
I don't get. People love them. I don't get festivals. I just don't get. It's just because like I'm not a. I know some people who are like, oh, I would just go to a a concert, like an Iron Maiden concert, say. Like I just like going to. I have to like the band a lot to go to a concert. Like,
Yeah.
I can't sit there for 2 hours. I just can't if I don't.
I like Iron Maiden?
Not really. Do you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Bish.
I go to a comedy festival every year, but
Sorry,
I know
Bish.
the lineup. Like I know I'm going to like everyone.
But even that's
there.
different though. Like that's like you could sit through it. Like music is like because you might find a comedian you kind of like.
True.
You know, like it's kind of like it's still comedy.
Yeah, you're not going to sit through a band set that you don't like.
Yeah, it's just it's loud and it's yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
Hold on, I'm trying to find them on my feed here.
She's made this up.
I didn't make it up. I saw them.
Dave has this.
Volin.
This is Dave's issue.
First of all, this was announced like 2 days ago. I only randomly spewed it out.
And when it was announced,
you brought it up. When you asked me during the commercial to name that thing, and then it just came out of my mouth. I didn't think it was going to be a thing.
It was announced 2 days ago, and you said this is fucking bullshit.
Dave, you brought it up.
I know, but it just came out. I didn't like it's whatever. It was on my feed. I didn't plan for it to be a fucking topic today. It's not on the rundown.
Well, you brought it up.
I'm just saying I saw it on my timeline. So now I'm searching.
So give me the
through.
example. I got to say when my ear's not working again. Go ahead.
You want to fix it?
Dave's now acting like Bish was like, you know what Dave thinks about this Dave Matthews.
I don't really
stuff.
understand. Go ahead, Dave.
I just searched it. So.
Oh, it's me, Justin. I don't know what the hell's going on. Thank you. Nope, just doing this. Oh, you had it for a second.
What are you searching about?
You got it. Yeah, perfect.
Dave
perfect.
Matthews
Thank you very
complaints?
much.
Well, I only saw the complaints randomly on my feed, so I'm searching Boston Calling and Dave Matthews, and I'm getting all the ad type related type stuff.
Boy, it sounds like a lot of outrage.
Yeah.
They gonna cancel it or no? Much you pick Dave Matthews. I think he might off himself with all this outrage.
Right, there's not a lot of. I just saw a couple things on my own.
made it up. You just made it up.
I didn't make it up. I saw
just
people.
cooked it.
I saw complaints on my timeline the other day
There was
when
a
it
lot
was
of
announced.
outrage. You said there was blowback from booking Dave
Maybe
Matthews.
there wasn't a lot. Okay, maybe it was just on my timeline. I saw some things. That's all. People were upset with the structure of the day and Dave Matthews doing it and things like that.
One guy was.
Probably multiple, I guess. I'm being DJ Bean like, I guess.
Yeah, what are you saying?
That's like if you broke it and said, like, there's news that the show's not up on Spotify yet because you saw one tweet about it or something.
Yeah, I don't get it. But I mean, he's reaching for things now.
This was just me talking on the show. This was not planned out at all.
Stand by it.
I saw something.
You hate that Dave Matthews.
I don't hate Dave
Stand
Matthews.
by it.
I don't. I like Boston College. I like Luke Combs personally.
Do you like Dave Matthews?
I'm
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, but I'm also just not a fan.
I just don't like way too the people who like Dave Matthews are way too into it for me to.
It's too soft for me.
Yeah, so this is a Dave take.
No,
you don't want him in your city.
No,
yeah, you don't want the festival.
He does what is it? Xfinity every year. He does Xfinity every year.
Yeah, he's becoming like that guy.
I definitely saw people that are upset that they thought that maybe it would jeopardize them doing Xfinity because he's playing Boston.
Or you didn't
I would
see
hope
that.
that's not
Right. Maybe you didn't see that.
No, I saw that.
Sure you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely believe you.
Okay.
Good. Absolutely. Yeah. Justin, what else?
Not really anything.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Dave?
Let me see.
That's not good.
Oh,
Mike.
did you watch? I know the reason why you didn't watch all of Surviving last night. Were you hopping between that and Menners show?
I was not. Menners said goodbye, right?
He did.
Was it emotional or no?
It was just him pretty much talking a normal Menners show.
Yeah. Any highlights or any lights?
And here we are tonight to celebrate, to look back, to reflect, and the branding will start to change over the next few days. And, I've invited a few people on, but I couldn't think of anyone more I wanted with me than Kane. Kane, who helped.
Those two together.
This feels like if Barstool sold to ESPN.
Yeah, really.
You're not even going to recognize it anymore. But
Bish, you have notes.
I have a few notes here.
Go ahead, Bish.
But, I was hoping to be on this show about a month ago, so I started writing notes down.
As
they're not
we all were, yeah.
particularly timely right now.
That's okay.
But
who needs that? Go ahead.
Maybe Gus is going to do on the best of.
Okay.
He's like, boy, this Coleman suspension.
Now, a quick Survivor question, though.
Sure.
You guys obviously look like you're having a lot of fun. It's stressful, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think Jeff has more fun at the game running it than you guys have playing it?
I don't know.
All right.
I think he's pretty stressful because it's a big production. Like I don't think. I don't know. You have to ask him. He'll tell you. Ask Tweet that. He'll answer you, Bish. I think.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
What was that Jeff picture?
That was wild. Yeah.
The thumbnail. Where was that?
Was.
He said he'd release where it came from if it hit 1 million views.
I saw that. Yeah, I don't quite know what that was.
It just has to be a cartoon.
Very
AI
strange.
generated.
What was it?
It was just Jeff smiling like the Joker. It was the thumbnail for the video last night.
Didn't Portnoy say he was paranoid about that the thumbnails were kind of giving things away?
Yes.
So they made it Jeff?
At first it would be it would show Wallow and Smitty, and then Wallow and Smitty would leave that episode.
Right.
But
Dukakis is still kicking. He's doing, he's probably gonna fucking run a marathon today. That's all you got, Bish?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
We weren't able to answer his question, really.
What's that?
We weren't really able to answer his question.
Yeah, I don't really know Jeff's level of excitement during the game. I don't know. Maybe I think he has fun, but I think he's also just he gets very worked up and very, you've seen this, Justin, when he's the stuff's not working, when he's doing trivia.
Yes, he gets
very upset. So I think he was nervous about this stuff. Pick Wedding, though, was very, almost not low budget, but there was not a lot of frills to that one. So I think that one was probably pretty easy. I know they were very excited when they thought of it and talking to them subsequently. So,
but more excited than you is really the question.
Yeah.
Just jumping up and down.
All right.
I think so.
I held his feet to the fire for you.
I think so. Who's in tomorrow?
Stephen Gloucester and Sidney.
Oh, God.
Okay. Possibly some dramatics.
Oh, right. That'll be Stephen Gloucester's going to defeat
I think he's a nice guy. What do you mean?
Within 2 seconds, that's not going to be. And then Thursday is Ted and
Biodude.
Another fascinating pairing, Mike, for Friday. Steve Robinson and Mick.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
It's a generational divide. Do they even know each other?
There's a chance Steve doesn't know who Mick is.
Mick says he knows Mick.
He was at Saco and all that.
But they haven't worked together.
I know he
though.
does.
Mick says he's never met Steve before.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
Steve probably doesn't know who he is, though. I was just.
No, I know that, but I'm saying,
Being
but I can say they've never met, though. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, no. They were on stage together at the...
That doesn't count, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
they didn't formally meet.
No, yeah, they're gentlemen, so they should formally meet, I think. So it's the rest of the week. All right, Dave, anything else?
Jason Kelce bombed in the ratings, just like.
Oh, what were the ratings?
Shocking. At 1 a.m.?
290,000 viewers for Jason Kelce. The same time period, like a week or so before that, was 700,000.
What was on then?
They might have just had a better lead in like a college
1
football
a.m.
game or something like that. Yeah,
700,000 people watching at 1 a.m.
700,000 people watched the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Jesus, there must have been a game or something.
That's what I figured. It was
West
a good,
Coast or
good
something?
lead in or something like that. I mean, you said it the other day. They're clearly not paying for a live audience like that. It's just like being in the Kelce business.
Yeah, I don't think they actually care about the audience. Like, I don't think anybody cares about audiences anymore.
Yeah.
It's just content. Just put it on. If it happens to pop, great. If it doesn't really matter. I was flipping around last night. That show was Cedric the Entertainer, the sitcom. What's it called?
Neighborhood.
Is he still on? That's still on?
Season 7.
Oh, shit.
That's who that Max Greenfield is, by the way. The name.
Is that who that is?
The white guy.
That's very funny.
He was on New Girl.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I know him. Season 7. Wow.
That show is not funny.
No, I don't. But think not,
I've seen
Bish.
it.
I would think not.
They're probably making a killing, though, right? Maybe not
Well,
anymore.
in today's world, probably, but like very well. But I always say there's somebody in, Dubuque, Iowa, who's at their office, like, tonight's a neighborhood night.
Oh,
like,
Cedric.
And he's talking to the other guy in the office, like, what do you think's gonna happen tonight? Like, there are people, because still millions of people watch it. Like, not 40 million, but
This
4
Jewish
million.
boy doesn't know your culture, Cedric.
Yeah, right. Like what? Let me see. How many people watch the neighborhood? Let me see here.
7 seasons.
7 seasons, started in 2018.
I'm mystified.
And the poster's exactly what you expect. Like, Cedric the Entertainer's in the middle, kind of goes like, what the fuck am I
rolling
going to
his
do
eyes?
here?
Yeah.
And the white girls, like, all happy, and like the Max Greenfield smile in the background.
My main problem with those shows is like 7 years in, you would just be like, this is my friend.
Yeah, what's left? They've had now 123 episodes. Let me see.
Oh, averaging 5.5 million viewers.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I understand it. Yeah, season 1, 8 million people watched it. But again, it's one of those shows. It's season 7. It is ranked in the top 20 0 times. But
interesting.
They just keep putting it on though. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like in the old days, you'd be gone.
Yeah.
You'd be just bombed out of there.
Oh yeah,
So-
Community I think basically got canceled because it got 5.5 million viewers.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
know
only
fewer people
15
watch
years ago.
TV now, but still, it's like I guess they're happy with that. It was like the neighborhood, like on syndication.
It's probably on Paramount.
I guess. I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, what is the? I guess it's still just Seinfeld and The Office and.
Yeah, I think. I don't
Modern
know.
Family.
I guess. Yeah, I don't. You got Big Bang, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else, Dave?
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, tonight is Surviving. Definitely watch for sure. Go to blindmike.net, by the way. Also watch that. Blind Mike Project. You guys going head to head with us tonight or no?
No, tomorrow. we
Tomorrow.
are. yeah.
Okay, good. Tonight, no.
No, tonight you're safe.
Tonight, put the
Few
sword
people
down.
might watch Surviving
Good. We
tonight.
can use that. Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got tomorrow?
Greg Giraldo, Midlife Vices, comedy
Okay.
special review.
Yeah.
The downfall of Jimmy Kimmel coming up.
I like that. I'm interested in that.
We'll be live Sunday as always, 10 a.m. So watch that.
Good.
And it's Quincy. Quincy
Oh, it's
Day.
a Q
Q's
day. Yeah. What do we got?
I don't know. Last week it was an episode we've been waiting for. That was a little bit of a letdown. But Quincy fought rock and roll.
He did.
Rock and roll caused the death of a youth.
In what way?
Just rocked too hard, man.
Anybody in it?
No one that I caught, no.
No. Let me look up the episode. Do you have the title?
It was...
Is it Next Stop Nowhere?
Yep, that's exactly it.
Quincy. Next Stop
Season 8, episode
Nowhere cast.
7 or 8.
Well, Laura Hardin was in it, who plays Jan on The Office.
Oh, damn it. I knew she was in an episode coming up, but I didn't catch her in that.
Who was in...
That's
when I
her
was
second episode. of
Oh, is that
Quincy.
right? When I was a
Yes.
kid, she was in a tremendous amount of shows like that. She'd be in like Little House on the Prairie or Highway to Heaven.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a big time like child sitcom, like drama actor.
I think her first appearance in Quincy was pretty vulgar, if I remember right.
Oh, is that right?
There was a pretty gruesome crime involved.
She plays the Jennifer Grey character in the TV series of Dirty Dancing, which came out the next year. They tried that. It didn't work.
A year later. That's bold.
Oh, they were bad. Dirty Dancing was such. What's his face played the dad, Clayton Stevenson from Hello, Larry and MASH.
Wow.
Plays the dad. So there you go.
We really haven't changed that much, I guess. We talk about all the reboots and stuff. It's always been the case.
Nope, it's true. I mean, the sequel, Star Wars and Jaws, everything after that was sequelitis. So, yeah.
Oh, by the way, are you okay with Shark Minahan's show totals? Because it looks like 9:55.
Let's figure this out. Okay, thank you. Let's figure this out. So we're 9:55. So today is 9:55 or 6?
Today's 9:55.
So we have 45 left
Yep.
to 1,000.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I guess I have to be, right? I mean, I don't know how else we can. Did he make any? Did he monkey around with it?
Do you agree with all his
I don't know.
process?
Go through them.
I think you said yesterday you agree that the guests
Guests only are not KMS shows.
No, Mike and Steve.
Those are
doing
specials.
theirs.
Those are like, just Kirk sort of getting away from
The
it.
best ofs do not count.
Right.
No, those are 1,000 episodes.
And like Coleman 7-parter should be 1 episode.
Yeah, that's Jim Tomey, you mean?
Yep.
That's 1 episode.
I think he was dead on.
The live shows are still.
I saw somebody tweet him and ask a good question. Somebody said that I don't know what they're talking about, but they said one of the serious shows we did, this guy considers one of the top 10 episodes we ever did.
Oh, I saw.
Oh,
that, yes.
Sirius XM with K. Marco.
Oh, was that was on the show?
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Because he said
Didn't
we
hit
did,
the feed.
He said
It was
we
on
did-
YouTube.
He said we did 10 of them.
No, you did like
4.
3 of them.
Okay,
3
yeah,
or
I was-
4,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Maybe I got it wrong. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I thought we did like 2. Yeah, I forgot. I was like, holy shit, we were on Sirius.
Yeah.
I had no memory of that. None.
It was very brief.
Yeah, because we did like once a week, right? Like a Friday
For
or something.
3 or 4. I think Wednesdays.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, for like an hour, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Which was kind of fun. Now, once I thought about it, I kind of like doing it, but I don't think it's going to happen again.
It doesn't seem like it.
No, I don't think so. So today is not. Oh, God, Mike.
I had a suggestion for
Yeah.
the 1,000th episode. You asked where would be a good obscure
Yes.
place. What?
Okay, go ahead.
What are you doing?
Somebody was going to recommend something. I'm just hoping it's not the same.
Well, why
I
not?
doubt it.
Why not you, Mike? Hold on. Who's going to recommend something?
In private.
Oh, I can recommend it in private too if you'd rather.
I'm fine. We can do it publicly. Justin, go ahead.
Dave, you fucking.
What?
You just ruined it.
No, let him go first.
What if the idea stinks, Justin?
Maybe it does stink, but.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
I was just going to suggest wherever you and Steve recorded the Cullen call.
Great idea.
That was my idea.
Was
Oh,
it really?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I didn't know that.
Great idea. It's a great idea.
This was at a crazy place, Red 13.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. That's what we did.
Okay. I thought you had to go. I didn't realize it was in Massachusetts. I thought because of recording laws or something, you had to go.
No, it's why we said it was
That's why
being
you did it.
recorded.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, but you're right that we considered that.
Yeah.
Because I remember we had talked about that. Because if you look at the video of, there's a video of that. Isn't there a corresponding video of me talking to Cullen?
Yes.
Because it was on the blog.
Yeah. So you have to ask Steve. I'm almost 100% sure it's Red 13.
Oh, right. Where you're. Yes.
I think you guys were in a
It
parking
is.
lot somewhere.
I think that's
No,
where we.
that was-
I think that's where we came up with the idea, maybe or something.
Okay.
This was like the straight pride parade.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
you approach some guy with a straight pride parade.
Oh, that was in Woburn, right?
I don't know.
Boy, Steve was very hands-on at the beginning of that show.
It was right before you talked to Candace Owens and Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was at Red 13, so I don't think we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Not a bad idea though. That was your idea as well, Justin.
Yes.
That was you guys had the same idea.
Yeah, Grant
Wow.
Miles think alike.
One brain.
Jesus. And you were worried that Dave, I
just didn't want the same. I mean, he said he wanted to talk in private about it, so I didn't.
You wanted
want
to say that idea privately? Like it was this massive idea.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's a
apologize.
fine idea.
I
but don't
apologize,
know.
Justin.
Have you thought of anywhere else, Dave, or no?
The other locations.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
No, the only one I was thinking of was the Vigil, but I think you kind of that place with the Vigil. It's not. It's a little
Which
too
one?
Jack's Abbeys or
Nah,
whatever. That
that's
was
not,
like a moment. But,
yeah, that's too. Any ideas, Bish, or no? For the 1,000th episode, you're an idea guy.
Well, if we could redeem ourselves and get back to Portland, that would be nice.
Feels like that's gonna be unlikely.
State Theater.
Just the 4 of us doing the State Theater.
There's no redemption needed in Portland.
We were redeemed at Portland. It's not our fault.
right.
Oh, now I can hear myself fine. Good job, Justin. I have 1 or 2 places in mind, but I don't know yet. But we better get. I just don't know when it's going to be either.
Right.
Sometime
45.
next March.
Middle of March.
Middle of March.
Yep.
So post Laconia.
Yes.
There's no chance Laconia is the 1,000th show.
Unless.
Yeah, there's always a chance.
I don't want to do.
Well, that wouldn't be a
Yeah.
show, anyways, right?
Oh, yeah, we don't release those, right? The soccer ones we have released.
Yes.
The theater ones.
But those are regular
podcast
live
ones
shows
have
outside
been
of theaters.
Like
theater shows would be an
like
odd
North
listen
Dakota was
to.
obviously released.
Yes.
Yes. Take it easy, Justin. You're so passionate about that for. Yes. He's defensive of North Dakota show.
Hyped up on Mountain Dew.
You had 2 sips, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do we have any updates on Laconia? Just the mechanics of it all.
Band is there's some progress being made with the band.
Okay, good.
So that's
That's important.
Yep. And then
Friday night,
we haven't got an update from Julie. She was working on that location. What was that?
The arcade?
Fun bar.
Yep. She was working
okay.
on that.
All right. Okay.
So we haven't got an update on that. But besides that, yeah.
The people we talked to are all fine, Justin?
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes, from what we can.
Okay. That's a must. What do you mean what we can do?
Like I've told them,
Okay,
come to
they've-
this.
They've all said yes.
They say they will try.
Wait, is everyone saying they're just going to try, or just one person?
Just one person.
Okay, that person.
I'm sure that person is in.
Okay, they better be. Yeah, they better be. They're not that far away either. Like we're getting there. We're not panic time yet, but we're getting there. How long before Plymouth did we go to Madawaska? A month before?
Maybe a month. Yeah.
Oh, 2 months. I think it was June, and Plymouth was in August.
Was that? Oh, was that
Month and a
far
half, maybe?
before?
It was
Really?
probably early August, and then we
Yeah.
went-
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's like 5
maybe a
months
month and a
something.
half.
Yeah.
That was worth it.
Definitely.
I saw that Big Rick's dropped his asking price
Yes.
by 20,000, Justin.
He wants to play ball.
Yeah, I saw. I think Tim Ridgels had the tweet.
It's like you have 3 tenants paying rent of, which I think was in total like $1,100.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's going to cover the nut.
It's like $370,000, isn't it?
Justin, what do you say we buy it and burn it to the ground?
Yeah, really.
Like I don't have that money.
I thought the tweet was it $3.99 or $4.99?
I forget. What's his Twitter account?
At Tim Ridgels.
How do you spell that?
TIMRIDGOLDS.
Okay, yeah. I always think it's nuts. I always put the G ahead. Always, wherever I'm spelling it. Let's see. What's his name? Ricky Nardini, is that his name?
Yep. Yes.
The first thing is, did someone say price reduction? Bunch of Dave, that's just good. That's good real estate, right?
That grabs your attention.
Yeah.
Is that standard?
60% off the original price. Now $20,000 below building appraised value. So you get all the business equipment for basically free. Big Rick understands when selling a building and business the value it brings with the business open. We choose to close doors on January 1st, so we can decide to reduce the price by $60,000. The new price is only, Justin, do you know what it is? Or are you seeing it?
I'm seeing it now.
Mike, do you know? Did I say it?
Did you say 370?
$399. The property boasts not one, but 2 3-bedroom apartments on top of the bar restaurant, bringing in almost $1,400 a month.
Almost.
Almost.
Whoa. Great shower that you fit your family.
So if you own this place for 70, 80 years, you're going to get your money back, maybe.
Nice.
I would say, yes.
Nice.
Then you receive the 3 floors of the restaurant and bar with all the contents for a turnkey business. The building is up to all health, fire, and property code. Contains all of our restaurant equipment, including hood and exhaust with fire suppression. The sprinkler system alone will be well over $100K to have installed in the restaurant. Don't miss out on the amazing investment opportunity at this price. There it is.
You just need people to live in that area to make money.
Oh, that's big. Yeah.
I like the. I don't hate the idea of the KMS Hall of Fame being there.
Think that's worth.
We've got some big money guys I know who are fans. Like,
sure,
you could make that could that become a historical place and it could become almost a tax exempt thing if you make that the KMS Hall of Fame?
Yeah, somebody could probably figure that one out.
If a big money Minifan wants to do that, I'll go halvesies.
Oh, wow.
You know, you do. You make it the Church of Minihane.
That's right.
No taxes.
That's true. I'm going to have $250K to kick around here in a few weeks anyway. So I'm going to put that in on the Big Rick's. I'll be honest, okay? Dave, you're a real estate guy.
Yep.
If I buy Big Rick's, all due respect, shake hands, thanks for everything, I'm wiping out those fucking apartments.
Oh,
okay.
Give
what are
me
you
something.
making?
What about that 1,400?
I gotta go more. I gotta focus more on the restaurant business. I gotta make it a nice, like a business. I don't want fucking people upstairs.
Yeah, but that's found money. That's found money.
Cheap. It cheapens.
You're not
the
building
place.
up anyway. So you might as
Cheapens
well
the place. It cheapens the place. It's just more. It's also just a headache.
It's very strange living in a town like Madawaska, having an apartment above a bar.
It's true. Although I don't think everybody's got a lot of dough running around there.
Right.
You know.
But still, you would think it just seems like a strange setup.
What will that sell for eventually, Dave? You're an expert. You are. You've been in the shower with this woman.
That's true.
How much would you say?
I would say that will eventually sell for $315.
315.
Yep, $315.
That person will make. Is that a horrible investment?
It's a horrible investment. Horrible.
But whenever we were there, I'm not talking about the show, but even when we were there in the summer, the place was crowded. It was a nice place, by the way.
Did you go without us? Because we went when it was empty during the day.
No, I went. I went that night, just walking by. I went for a walk, and it was pretty crowded.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't packed, but I do think it's an issue. The only issue is it's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. Yeah.
There's like 2,000 people in the town, and in the winter, you can't go anywhere.
And everything up there is very cheap.
Yes. But it's the only game in town.
Yeah.
Now that Big Rick's is gone, I don't know where people are going to go to bury their misery. Suds away. I don't know.
That's true. The no people there have no competition to decide.
And the people that don't have a lot of money. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, you can't go much. You can't go below 300. Like, that is a lot of land. That's a lot of.
Yeah,
he's selling a lot.
When Rick does this again, it's gonna be a sad message when he's like another 25,000.
Good news.
Yeah. Brings in nearly $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if you had the money, would you buy it?
No.
If you had like Portnoy money, now would you buy it and own?
Just to burn it down?
Just to own Big Rick's?
No, I'd buy something next to it.
You've been there. What's next to it?
I don't know. Just I don't.
We filmed stuff there, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't like Big Rick.
He was nice to us then, though, right?
Sure.
But you lowball them and then you burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
I do have some breaking news though.
Whoa.
No. Somebody die?
No, no one died.
That'd be crazy.
What?
My sources are pretty good on this.
Go ahead.
July, Fenway Park. Bruce Springsteen.
I've heard that.
Sorry, breaking news.
I've heard that. Who are your sources?
I can't tell you.
Somebody who fucking plays Bruce Springsteen music around me and gives me terrible pizza?
I won't reveal my sources.
I can't go. Unless it's free. And I'll bring my own food. I can't spend a penny at Fenway Park.
I can't get food in there, can you?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I have to bring my own peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I cannot. But I also don't want people paying food because you're just giving them money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The tickets are already out there. Someone's going to get them. You're hearing July. He's in.
Right after Europe.
That would be right after. Let me see. What does Anth say?
Well, my source is saying.
Sorry, yeah.
That's what it's looking like.
What do you mean? What does the text say?
That's what it's looking like.
No need to worry about Dave Matthews, Bruce Springsteen, Fenway Park in July.
I don't understand.
Oh, he's listening.
Yeah.
My source might be listening.
I was like, is he really complaining about Dave Matthews?
And you heard you're so disinterested in Dave Matthews. But luckily, Bruce Springsteen is an opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go if somebody bought me a ticket. Gave me a ticket.
You'll get good seats.
What do you mean by that?
I can get you good seats.
How is that?
I have sources.
Who? Sources?
Don't worry.
Someone high up in the Fenway ownership group.
John Henry.
This is the same source for Mick and Pat Ford? Yep. Who is this? Are they a huge Minifan or something?
It's none of your business.
Why do they know Pat Ford and Mick and Justin? They're fans of mine?
It's a coincidence.
Are they a big fan?
It's a different source than Mick's.
Oh, wow.
It would have to be, right? No one would give both of them.
Why is everyone around you parading with Fenway Sports Group?
I understand it. Who is it?
LeBron James.
I don't even get it.
Well, it's happening. Bruce Springsteen, July.
Well, you don't know that.
You're confirming that.
I'm confirming it.
Confirming it. Because of Anth?
It's not because of Anth. It's because of my source.
But Anth is your source.
I can't say.
Why can't
is he
you
way
say?
Up in Fenway Sports Group?
You don't burn your sources.
I'm way up in the Fenway Sports Group. The guy doesn't even have a job. Right? He's not full time. Isn't he the icy guy?
His source has a job.
Isn't he the icy guy, Anth?
The snow cone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a job.
I suppose it is. Yeah, I suppose. Okay.
Business owner.
You're guaranteeing this. One show or two?
I don't know.
Oh.
My source isn't saying.
Okay. KG source. There you go. When's it going to be announced?
Don't know.
Okay. In July.
July.
That's unusual for Bruce to go Europe and then bounce right back. Okay.
You return to Fenway.
Because I have heard some of that. But I also heard from some sources he's not going to play in the U.S. at all. Well, we'll see. I hope you're right. I mean, that means he'll do more shows, which would be great. Okay. So we're back. Bish, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Sure. Mike, we'll see you. I don't know. I probably see. Well, the end of next week, I guess, because I'm in Chicago.
Right
next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm not here till then. So.
All right.
Buy Mike.net. Go subscribe. Buy Mike Project. Anything else from you, Dave?
No, I think we're good.